Hello guys, good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Stones Live Poker. I'm Jake Rosensteel. I'm here with
Valerie Cross.
Awesome, and we've got 5-5 PLO. God's gift to poker players. Whether you play tight, loose, aggressive, fast, it doesn't matter if you're a gambler or not.
Double the cards, double the fun.
So much, right? It's gonna be so good. Games being put on with us by Deej Poker. Love those guys. They're a bunch of trouble starters, but we forgive them for anything and everything.
They're all right.
It's gonna be a lot of fun here. And tonight is our normally scheduled Omaha night as it is. We have double Omaha jackpots, not double Hold'em jackpots, just double Omaha jackpots, plus seat drawings and all sorts of jazz. Yeah, it's awesome. Got a lot of good stuff coming up on the way here for us. First and foremost, just a reminder. The first event for our Survivor Series is this Saturday. It's a 1-3 no limit hold'em game. All of these seats have been filled that can be filled by people playing hours and by people that have won tournaments. But there's still some seats open for the game if you submit a bio. So bios are due this.
Yeah, Wednesday at noon. So
Wednesday by noon.
Those bios in.
Yes, and you submit them to Stone Survivor at stonesgamblinghall.com. Just submit a little quick bio about yourself. Hi, I'm me. I'm the best, and you get free shot at a 10K WSOP main event seat. I mean, who doesn't want that?
It's a free roll.
So it is, and you don't even have to. I mean, you can win in the game, not win in the game. You just got to be Mr. Popular. You just give lots of action, have lots of fun in the game, and all you got to do is get in there your single table satellite and score, ship it. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds so easy.
The main event's easy, right? Send it.
Yeah,
9
that's
mil.
what I've heard.
Awesome. Little other thing I want to make mention of is now tonight is PLO. We all know how much we love PLO. And speaking of our Survivor Series, we have a PLO game in the Survivor Series. For those of you who haven't heard about our Survivor Series yet, we're playing one Saturday game every Saturday for the next 8 or 9 weeks, next 9 weeks, so to speak. Yeah. And we're picking the best player from that game. You know, it could be the winningest player, it could be the player getting the most action, whatever. We'll be voting for it, and they'll be put into a single table tournament. Winner take all. That gets 10K main event seat. So we have.
So that game will be Saturday, May 7th.
Is a PLO game. So like
PLO,
all sorts of different games. Yeah. Tonight the Saturday game will be 1-3. No Hold'em, but yeah, on May 7th. PLO. So for those of you PLO players who want a shot at getting into the main event for free.
Yeah, so start getting your bios in for that too.
Awesome, yeah. And then other thing this Saturday, you're gonna have a couple of special guest commentators coming in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Mr. Dave Tuckman.
Very exciting.
Yeah, Tuck's gonna be back. We've had him here once before. Him and Veronica are gonna be in here commentating the 1-3 game.
And a special guest.
Very special guest.
We're gonna have Lon McCarran.
Mr. Lon McCarran.
Doing some guest commentary.
Lon's the best. I was over playing.
Yeah, he's great.
I was playing with him tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Out tonight.
Just kicking it, crushing souls. He's coming off a very deep run in the. They had it be a WPT Deep Stacks inaugural event. He finished out of a field of over 500 players. Lon finished 21st.
Wow.
Yeah, no, ran deep.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really good.
That's awesome. Last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. Yeah, Lon's the best.
Lon.
Got Tuck. We got Tuck and Veronica. Got
Veronica's
1-3.
excited.
She's very aroused.
And everyone should be excited.
Right on. I think we're getting ready to get down to the action here. Let's look around the table. Like I said, tonight is 5-5 PLO. We got Mr. Sean Drake. He's sitting in. Wow, is it really loud in your ear too? Okay, sorry about that. Mr. Sean Drake in seat 1. He bought in for 500. Now this game, as usual, plays table stakes. So some of these guys might be a little bit, honestly, light right now, but the game should get pretty deep pretty quick. Sean's in for 500. We all know Sean. We got Rich B in seat 2. He's in the game for about 1,400 right now. Nick Wooderson, right? If I'm not mistaken, one of the Nicks. Yeah, Nick's a Deej Poker guy. He's in for 1,300 right now, or he's sitting on about 1,300 right now. Dominic is in seat 4. Dominic's up at 900. We have an open seat in seat 5 right now. Boss, he's sitting on, and now the graphic shows he's in seat 6 with about 300. We know that's not true. It looks like Boss has got about 1,000 there, maybe a little bit deeper, maybe 1,100. Jared in seat 7. He's sitting on about 800. And Mr. Nick Colvin, another Deej Poker degenerate, he's sitting on about 5. And Jason McRoberts, Veronica's favorite,
only.
the crusher. He's in the game for about 500 as well. Can you turn your volume down? Is that you? Yeah. Yeah, because it's like projected.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, I know Mick Roberts, I know Colvin, I know Drake, I know the other Nick, so to speak, Wooderson a little bit. Not really. I've never really played with him. I'm not very familiar with these other characters. What about? Can you tell me anything about Boss or Jared?
I played with them a little bit.
A little bit.
In the Napa area.
Awesome.
That's all I'll say. But yeah, they're like pretty solid players, and at least back then when I played down there, they were a little splashy.
Right on.
Now I only play at Stones, so.
Only, right. That's good. So the last PLO game we had, I think you were in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
How'd you fare, Vala?
Oh, I got crushed.
It's the worst.
I think I only lost one buy-in on stream, so that was good.
On stream, right? Go home to the husband like, no, look,
Yeah.
it's only one bullet.
Can't prove it. Yeah, I got stacked like immediately.
PLO is one of those. It's a high volatility game. It's one of those rare games where you could get it in on the turn with at the time when it's a Stone Cold Nuts. It's actually still be an underdog. And
Yeah.
The way the math breaks down, there's so many draws, so many outs,
Or even, with top set and 2 backdoor flush draws and just lose.
and just lose.
Sometimes.
Losing happens. Yeah, it's definitely a swingy game. You gotta have a stomach for it. A little bit of a bankroll helps helps the stomach at times too.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
Yeah, I mean, this game could play pretty deep. I mean, like you said, and somebody mentioned on here too, only $1,000 max buy-in to start with, but then it's table stakes. So
this game will get
it
pretty
can
deep
get-
pretty quick.
Yeah, it can get pretty crazy.
Speaking of getting pretty deep pretty quick, if we get an angle or get a shot out of it, we'll get a view of Jason McRoberts' stack. It's a little interesting. To say the
Still
least.
out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna get some graphics for you guys this time. 5-5 PLO, here we go. We'll try to blind seat 4.
It's one tactic.
It's one way to do it. Action on Wooderson.
Live 10.
Got a live 10. Action folds around to the other Nick. And Nick's gonna open up for 25, it looks like. And there we see Jason McRoberts' stack. And those 3 fat rolls of cash next to him.
I'm waiting for someone to ask the obvious question in the chat.
Yeah. Sean makes kind of a loose call here. Yeah.
Oh, Sean comes.
Sean comes in with 10-7-7-4 with hearts.
10 high hearts.
Flop comes down King 8-6, 2 clubs. No one has a club draw. Nick's actually...
Nick Colvin has the ace blocker.
He does. And nut blockers matter in this game. In such a game that can play so nutty, having a nut blocker can really, really matter.
Oh,
It
yeah.
can get you to showdown cheap sometimes, or it can get someone else off the best hand. Jack on the turn, that's a good card for Nick Wooderson. Gives him a rap to the world.
Without the flush draw, he can't be too excited about it, but
It's definitely,
he's
yeah.
gotta like it.
10 of clubs gives Nick the straight. Unfortunately for him, clubs got there as well. And this might go check, check. No,
He's gonna lead out.
it's gonna lead out. Now here's one of those spots we talked about where it's such a nutty game. Now Nick Colvin's got the ace of clubs here. If he really wanted to, stick a needle in his friend, he could play back at him and raise there. He doesn't.
What a good friend.
Collusion on table 11.
Yeah.
Soft
I
play.
would've been like, pot. Click.
Click.
I mean, it is kind of hard for Colvin to rep the nut flush though, because
Yeah.
you know he usually bets the nut flush draw on the turn,
I agree.
but it could have worked.
Yeah, once Wooderson and C3 check the turn, if Colvin really had nut clubs, he's probably betting.
Yeah.
And trying to maximize the fold equity. I'm dying.
Don't die.
Dominic's got the straddle on this hand.
Dominic. Do you know Dominic?
I do not.
Okay.
But he's playing PLO, so he's my next new favorite human being.
What's not to love?
Actions on boss.
Boss gonna raise it up with Jack 10, 10, 8, one suit.
Makes a pot size open under the gun. +1. El Diablo Blanco, welcome to the chat box. Just watch out for the gypsy roll.
I can't wait till he just puts one of those wads of cash in the, in the middle. How did they roll that? What is that?
So here, Jason, he's kind of making a play here. He makes it 105 to go with ace, king, 10, deuce with 3 spades. He must got a pretty good feeling that boss is opening pretty light under the gun.
And Nick W just cold calls behind him, the kings.
Wow, and McRoberts flops the world. He makes a move with ace, king, 10, deuce with 3 spades in his hand and flops the nuts. No one else has even a good redraw here, so McRoberts is pretty safe.
98%. You don't see that much.
In this game, you really don't.
You do not see that ever. So he's probably not going to get much action here. Yeah, I mean, I think Jason is, you know, kind of making a move and kind of just trying to isolate, play position, you know, play position against boss. Try to take it out on the flop, but then he just happened to flop the nuts. That's like a backup plan.
Jason, he is so much fun to play this game with.
Yeah.
He is an absolute blast. He will.
He could have the nuts there, or
just complete air.
I don't know.
Jason will try. He will try so hard to get it in so bad in these games.
You know, he could have just as easily had like 8, 6, 4 deuce there.
Absolutely.
All red.
Yeah, all red.
I think we both had it. I had an ace and I had ace, right?
Yeah, some people in the chat are also saying like 98% is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to have 98% in this
Yeah,
game
you just
flop.
don't lock down a board like that ever.
Yeah. Nice little pot for Jason. He might not have to bet those cash rolls anytime soon.
Boss is under the gun. He's got the straddle on.
Is everyone straddling?
I think everyone's straddling. So
Nice.
the game's playing 5-5-10 right now.
Yeah.
And here we go, McRoberts. Never found a hand he didn't like. Opens for 40. And here's Sean, 6-6-7-8, 1 suit. He'll make the call.
Seat 9, am I seat 9?
No, I'm sorry. Sean puts in a 3-bet?
Yeah, it looks like Sean 3-bet. So there are a few green there. I don't see it.
Sean makes it 120 to go.
So again, we see the same kind of action. Raising in position there. 3-betting in position.
Now, the thing about PLO is with so many hands and so many different options, the equities run so close, it's really hard to get it in super bad pre-flop. So I mean, the game probably more than any other game, I mean, is a positional game, just because the equities and all the hands are run so tight.
Right.
And you can see your Ace King 8-5 and 6-6 7-8. I mean, they're only 46.
Yeah, we see Jason fold there. He's never folding that in position. So.
No, never.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also always good to, go heads up instead of multi-way. And if you flat there, you let in a couple others or someone else can pot it and get you off your hands. So. Good play by Sean.
To answer your question, Donnie 2477, I'd say so, probably yes. I mean, I think these games here, playing table stakes, is a big contributing factor to that. A lot of these games will play really deep at any blind level.
Especially the 1-3. The 1-3 here plays.
We talked about that, but I don't think people really believe us in how deep these games play sometimes.
Come in and check out the 1-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it plays very deep, very often.
Very often. Jared's got the straddle on.
Yeah. And I'm not going to give them a chance to begin.
It's the beard. It's extra tickly.
Yeah. I take Larry.
Jason pops it up again.
That's it.
Because he has 4 cards.
Yeah.
They keep giving him 4 cards. He has to keep raising.
Now we got a 3-bet from Nick Wooderson on the button. He makes it 1-10 to go. Ace, Queen, Jack 10 with a suited ace. Boss now, he's got Ace, Queen, Jack 8 with a suited ace. And he's looking like he wants to stick around here. Out of position, I'm not crazy about this just for some reason that McRoberts, he might repot it right now. And he's very capable of doing so.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous with Jared also. Jared's capable of repotting, try to isolate, and Jason open, so.
Jared cold calls out of the straddle, see, with Queen, 4-4. Whee!
I like that. I mean, basically, he's trying to overset someone, so. The 4s you can just throw away unless you hit quads.
And here goes Jason. He makes a call.
Hey, there's you.
There I am.
What? Jake's in the stream.
I'm doing so good.
4 ways in the flop. Ace 10 deuce. Rainbow. So, Nick W with top 2.
Both Boss and Nick W have the same inside straight draw to Broadway. Of course, Nick W with top 2 is much better right now. Jason completely whiffs, as does Jared. What's going on, Wattbry, Rick and Barstow, all our usual suspects in the chat box?
What's going on, guys?
Nick bet 140, and Boss might be thinking about taking this away.
Can I have a GA to table 11, please? GA on 11.
He's got backdoor clubs and the inside straight draw we know about. It's going to be really hard for him to rep ace here. I mean, if he does make a move here, he's kind of saying he's really saying he's got 10-10.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more likely that Nick W has pocket aces here for a set.
I might be that.
So Boss ships it. They get it in.
Wow. Once or twice. Wow.
And Nick W is going to scoop here.
Yeah.
Both boards.
There's no flush.
No flush, no boat.
Yeah, I mean that's it's a little ambitious, I think.
Yeah.
I guess you kind of had to decide if you wanted to just get rid of it or get it in. Maybe he thought he had some fold equity. Maybe he thought he could get Nick to fold.
Yeah, he's representing such a narrow range there, though. Like, I mean, it really, when he doesn't repot it there out of position, it's really hard for him to have ace-ace.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of like, it's kind of tens or nothing, you know? And it's just, I mean,
Yeah, there's no flush draw.
there's no, it's really super, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he could have king, queen, jack.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. King, queen, jack, or like you said, a set.
A set.
Pretty much all
Yeah.
have here.
Really, really
Oh, you
narrow.
could be repping, yeah.
Yeah. Good call by Nick Wooderson. Nick W. This is gonna get me screwed up. Too many Nicks in the game already.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Bad form. And then I could call one. Oh, it's Deej Nick, another Nick, but they're both Deej Nick.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Deej Nick, I like that.
you could call him Tall Nick. No.
No. White guy plays cards Nick. No.
No. Fluffy hair Nick. No.
No.
11?
Alright, well, I can't have that.
900 it sounds like.
Yeah, we should definitely stop there.
Trying to intimidate you after that tap.
Chip Extractor. Yes, you do have to learn this game. Pilo is just the purest of
He
purists.
is adding on 400 and then...
Yeah, if you like poker,
It's such a fun game.
you have to learn this game. Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, like you're saying, it's there's a lot of variants and stuff, but if
Can be
you can
pretty
find
swingy.
a small game to learn,
But and it's the easiest game to transition to from hold because
Right.
the game it's played the same. You got to flop, turn, river. You know the only difference is you got to play 2 from your hand and 3 from the board. Once you get that, you know, locked down and get that, you know, in your head, then it's pretty smooth sailing from there. Then you're just the only thing you have to learn from there is how to cope with the swings, and that's about it. Easy game.
yeah, it's super easy. So easy.
Straddle's still on, and McRoberts is still raising.
I said him in the game, and I'm like, no way. I was like, his plus is 10x.
Jason makes it 40 to go.
Can't see his cards again.
Yeah, he likes to show them at the last second. You make a dramatic
Is
entrance.
that what he does? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not the worst of hands. 4, 5, 6, 9, double suited. Being double suited in this game is oh so important. Connectedness, suitedness.
Yeah, those gaps, the gap between 9 and 6 though.
It's a little much,
Yeah.
but I'd much rather have an 8 there.
Yeah.
4 cards with a 1 gapper, you can actually flop the most straight draws. That's one way you can flop it. You can a 20 card wrap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So.
And here we go, 9, 5, 7.
Yeah.
McRoberts has got top and bottom pair.
And a bit of a straight draw, drawing to the low end though.
Yeah, drawn to the wrong end of it, but it can still happen. He is open-ended.
I mean, it's good enough to continue.
King of diamonds on the turn. Nick looked him up on the flop.
I think Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic.
Yeah, yeah. Don't think we know Dominic's hand.
It's like 200 from Jason. Quick call from Dominic.
Dominic's gonna call. So, what do you think Dominic's range is here?
Dominic can have the 6-8. You could have something like a set of 7s here easily. Board pairs.
Maybe maybe a set with some backdoor diamonds even.
It's a bad card for McRoberts because now his 5 gets counterfeited.
Could be like a 10-8 type hand with diamonds.
10-8. Yeah,
has
diamonds or
nothing.
spades. Wow.
What just happened?
Jason shoves. Jason ships it on the counterfeit.
So Jason's basically repping a set there, a boat. Wow.
He figures that Dominic's never going to play 6-8 or a set that slow, he figures that Dominic's probably might raise the flop. Although I think raising that flop with the set might be a little homicidal, suicidal.
Yeah, I think Dominic could definitely have a set there.
Yeah.
Except that Jason has blockers to like the 9 and 5.
Yeah. So it's kind of more likely it's a set of 7s or nothing. Like I said, I don't think he played the 6-8 that slow. Unless Dominic's specifically got a hand like King 9 where he backs into it.
Yeah, so I mean it's a really good shove if you don't think he has a set, obviously.
Blood force trauma. Such a nutty game. Like I said, he can't call.
Yeah, he can't call. He can't call with like queens. He can't call with aces even.
No,
It's like.
Look at that face.
And Doom says bankroll management for PLO is not enough. Yeah. That is bankroll management for PLO. You never have enough to play this game. Or you can never have too much. You can never be overrolled for playing PLO.
That's for sure. I mean, that's one of the reasons why people like to run it twice, and they let them run it twice here.
Helps reduce the variance.
People have mixed feelings about that.
And there's an interesting, part of that where players that are a run it once type guy, you'll get so many more hands to fold to you. If players know that, hey, I'm not going to be able to run it twice here. Big draws.
Yeah.
A big draw is always going to call off if he thinks you can run it twice because I'm probably getting at least half my money back here, if not scooping. When you can only run it once, it's a little bit.
It's hard to be less than like 30%, right?
It's really hard.
If you're 30% and you get to run it twice, you like your chances of at least chopping, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's true. If you only run it once and people know that, you can get more folds for sure. So we got Rich raised up to 30. Dominic called. Boss called. 5 to the flop. 8-6 deuce rainbow.
Junk.
Junk.
Jason's open-ended, so's Nick C. It's gonna check through. 5 on the turn gives Jason bottom set to go along and makes it straight.
Wow.
Big card for Mick
Nick
Roberts.
leads out. Nick also has the straight.
And Jason's free rolling him to pair the board.
Yep.
No one has hearts. We can't see what Rich has, mind you.
With Rich being the pre-flop raiser, it's more likely that he has big cards.
Mm-hmm.
Big pair with some big cards. Probably just going to give
Bunch
up
of
on this
broadways,
flop
yeah.
when he gets called in 4 spots. So
Mick Roberts makes it 275.
such a good spot for Mick Roberts.
And now the Hollywood will start.
Yeah.
Colvin ships
He's
it.
like, let me make sure I have the nuts with the redraw.
Free roll. And you hear Nick, it's all free roll.
That's a similar spot against Nick one time.
So gross.
We split the pot, obviously.
My queen.
Oh, they are running it twice.
And Nick Colvin gets very lucky to chop that pot.
Wow.
And you see on his face, looks right at the camera and just, ooh. Oh, that's the worst.
Run better, Nick. Run better.
God, he runs good. So gross. It's Deej Poker night. How does he just gotta chop it?
Right?
It's like, yeah. Deej Poker, PLO. And Mick Roberts will be telling that story for the next 2 weeks of how bad he ran,
exactly.
not to break him off there.
Run is so bad.
Like, yeah, how do I not quarter him, at least once,
You'd be like, oh God.
I am a little bit surprised to see Colvin repot there, just because there was a hard draw board. It's entirely possible. I mean, it's not unrealistic in this game at all after he gets raised, that McRoberts has a hand not too dissimilar to he has, or he could have 9-7 with hearts as well. I mean, free rolling hearts, which by the way got there both times.
Right.
Would have, yeah, Queen of Hearts, 4 hearts.
Should have had that redraw.
Yeah, wrong redraw, Jason. God, get your shit together, bro. God.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it has to do with the fact that it was Jason, you know, and
That's the
he's very capable of.
If there's one player,
popping in
yeah.
there with just a set or something.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, if he's got a set and a hard draw in there, he might get a little silly. Live 12, he's got a slight crush on Jared. Says he's the best pro at the table. I think Jason took his cash off the table. Jason went south. Call the floor.
Hold on.
Jared makes it 60 to go. King Jack 8-5 double suited. Jason calls Ace King 3-5 suited ace.
This isn't high-low, Jason.
He doesn't know that. Action comes back around to Sean, who's straddled.
Is Sean in the straddle here? No.
Sean's in the straddle.
Oh, okay.
Playing 4-card hold'em. Nick Wooderson limped in. And we got a re-raise from Mr. Sean Drake.
Nice. So I think he accurately identified a little bit of weakness, especially with Jason's flat call.
And Jason's usually, I mean, never super strong there.
Yeah, and Jared's definitely capable of opening pretty wide.
And here's the thing about Jason. Jason's definitely capable of calling here.
Yeah, I mean, he has position. He's first to bluff.
Yeah, exactly.
Relative position, anyway.
Deuce 4-8, and Jared flops a flush.
Wow. Second nut flush.
And Jason flops a nut low. He thinks he's still playing PLO8. He thinks he's got half
With
his pot
wheel draw.
on with a wheel
So
draw.
sick.
Yeah, it's so gross. How
So
does he
sick.
lose?
You think Sean has nut clubs?
He's probably got the ace.
Aces with nut clubs?
He's probably got the ace of clubs.
That's all he
Whether
needs.
or not he actually flops the joint here or not.
Yeah. It says all in. He's all in?
Sean shipped it.
Is he a little short?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared makes a call, and Jason will give some PLO8 speech. Tell everyone how sick it is, and then make the fold. Look at him. And the Academy Award for Best Actor goes to Jason McRoberts for his role in Nut Low.
Can't believe it. Nut Low, the musical.
And we already know that Sean's in trouble. He asked Jared if he has a flush. Board pairs.
Board does pair. McRoberts had an 8, though. What does he have?
Still can't see Sean's hand. And they're pushing the pot his way, though, so Sean couldn't have much. Like I said, he's got to have the ace of clubs in his hand to make that move, I feel.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe not.
Unless he just decided
on 11.
he was gonna pot it.
Well,
and
after, once he was so short there, once he was only
Yeah.
had like 200 behind.
just with the stack size, it's a little
Yeah, what do you need? Check fold there? It's kind of gross.
maybe.
Maybe.
What do you do with like red aces there? Check fold.
Check fold. I check fold there. I mean, because even if you ship it off there, any flush is gonna call
I
you.
mean, after you get called by 2 people,
Yeah, and then a set's gonna
I
call
think
you and
he's-
want to run it
if
twice.
he's deeper, it's more likely that he can get away from that.
Chips
but-
on 11.
Good night, Rick and Barstow. Feel better.
Action on Boss. He's gonna open up the pot. Jason did get dealt 4 cards, so he does call.
And 3 of them are connected.
Hope Springs, yeah.
He's got a bit of a dangler issue, but he's just gonna roll with it.
Such a junky hand, I love it. Ace deuce 6.
He has position again, first act, so. Not sure what's going on with the cards, but I know it's a little harder to get them all read when there's 4.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
155 from Boss.
Takes it down. No one seems too interested. Pretty dry board there.
When you first receive your cards, kind of fan them out, so there's about.
So now we see Justin here. He's coaching up the players, telling them how to hold their cards over the readers. He said it is different. It's the readers are about the size, perfect size for 2 cards. We've mostly stream holding here. So trying to squeeze 4 cards on the reader, and like the readers don't like them to be stacked on top of each other. So
Yeah.
fanning them out is going to be key. Hopefully these guys get their act together.
I mean, it's already hard enough to look at 4 cards.
Yeah.
So to also have to set them on the reader correctly, you know, sometimes they forget.
All right. Justin's got him coached up a little bit.
Good
Now we're
work,
seeing some
Justin.
hands come through. Justin's the nuts. Straddle's still on. There's Boss, 6, 7, 7, 8. He's got clubs. 35. Mick Roberts, who's got the almighty 5, 4, 6 with worse clubs. Jason's still playing. He's playing junky PLO 8 cards now. And now Nick Wooderson, he's woken up with King, King, Jack 4 double suited. And he puts in the
Good
re-raise.
enough for a re-raise there.
Sean had made the call, by the way, out of the small blind. Ace 9, deuce, deuce with 3 hearts. Ugh.
Yeah.
$150 more for Boss to call here.
You call?
You're probably, I mean, really, really live. You got position on him. I think they're
Yeah, I'm
they're
sure
they're,
he wants to call.
they're deep enough where he can flat.
Yeah, the only problem is Jason behind him, but I mean, it would be pretty weird for Jason to make a move there, so.
So yeah, to get in a back raise.
Yeah,
And here's Jason. He'll make the call. He knows he's live.
exactly.
And Sean Drake, who
He's gonna go for the hearts.
deuces. Unfortunately,
It's on a quad draw.
yeah.
Too bad he's blocked.
That's a big 10-4.
A big 10-4. 10-4, good buddy.
Action's on Sean, and he's yet to act. He checks it over.
Okay, so Nick has King Jack of Diamonds here, but and an overpair, but he has to be a little bit nervous. You know, a 10 is definitely in their range.
And Jason's very capable of making this play. Jason could just send this. And says he can't call aces.
Jason has a 4, so he could act like he has 2 4s. He decides to
takes
lay
it
it
down.
down. Nice. I'm sure Nick's happy to take that one down. I don't know about Wizard.
Chips on 11.
Justin.
500 green.
Veronica said leave Jason alone. He's underappreciated. Unappreciated or underappreciated? Because we
Same.
appreciate Jason.
chip denominations in this game, reds are 5s, greens are 25s, and the white chips you see, those are $100 chips. And if at any time you see a slightly oversized purple chip, that's a $500 chip. Those are sexy.
Yeah. I love purple chips are my favorite.
Yeah.
I've never had one, but
Me either. It's like man. But I've seen some purple chips. I oh man, I have eyeballs and purple chips in my tongue. Nick Colvin opens up the pot. King, 8-5, 3 diamonds. He'd prefer to be double suited here, but he'll
Boss
take what he can
limped in,
get.
I guess, with Queen, 10-4, double suited. Where's Boss in the...
No, Boss limps in.
Okay. Alright, family pot.
5 callers.
6 players to the flop. Jack 9,
wow.
3, 2 clubs. Big flop for Boss.
He's open-ended with clubs.
Nick W gonna lead out for 50 with Ace Jack 10. Okay, so
He's got top set. And if you're Boss here, you're probably just flatting. Now Rich has got middle set.
Oh wow.
He makes a call. 6 of hearts on the turn. No one picks up any added outs.
Yeah, Boss has position here with this monster draw. He's probably afraid of sets though, especially with 2 people, 2 others in the pot.
Now Rich is now gonna lead 300 on the turn here.
He's gonna get some bad news soon.
And right here is a perfect spot for Nick to raise. He's gotta love this.
Yeah. Nick also has the ace of clubs. So nobody can have the nut flush draw. So he has to be loving this.
And Boss is gonna get pushed off his straw.
Pretty sick.
He's hating life.
He wants everyone to feel his pain. We feel you, man.
Now, if you're Rich here,
It's hard to fold.
what do you think that Nick's doing this with? 7-8 nut clubs? Queen 10 with clubs? I mean, if he really was doing that.
He's got to be afraid of the top set, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I mean, if you were a player just like you saw Boss be open-ended with club draws, you're probably just flatting there. So when Nick repots it there, or makes a pot size raise, he's almost always going to have the top set there the way he played that hand.
Yeah. And Rich doesn't have any backdoor draws.
No.
Just not enough to continue there. Nick chipping up. He's up over 3,000.
Nice.
Maybe Earl will come back.
Disappointed that we lost him. Walk Ride's a little surprised to see that Boss folded his big draw there. I think it was the right fold.
I mean, with that action in front of him.
You pretty much kept playing for stacks.
Also, if if Boss was a little shorter stacked, he probably just gets it in there.
Yeah.
But
Raised to 40.
And it's always, like I said, it's always possible that Nick's got better clubs there too, and he might be only drawing to a straight. Know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Nick W in this house.
Jason raises it up to 40. Sean calls, Rich calls. See flop.
10-4-3, 2 spades.
Relive it.
Rich has got the best hand here, just a pair of 10s.
Yeah. Jason gonna bet?
He's got a pair of 3s, why not?
Yeah, it seems only natural.
Bottom pair in this game, that's almost enough. It's hard to make a pair.
Almost. Maybe he thinks he has a set.
People read their hands wrong all the time. I actually went to the doctor's office today to see if I needed glasses. How bad is that? For a couple spots, I've actually 8s and 9s and like clubs and like spades.
Man.
Like, yeah, no, it's bad. Like, but only like after playing for a while.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I can
Rich
make it.
turns top 2.
With an
open-ended.
Good card for him.
Yeah.
Neither of them has a flush draw here. And Jason's just barreling.
Jason, you just won the freaking hot seat. Did you really? Thanks, Jason CD. No.
Jason just won a.
Want a seat drawing?
I think so.
I had high hand when we came into this. I still had the high hand in the Omaha games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
What was it?
aces full of queens. I don't know if that's gonna hold in this thing. Usually
though.
quads are better.
Nice.
I'll have to check on that.
So Rich repots here, just trying to get it all in.
And now this is gonna be. Here's where when Jason doesn't snap here, you know that he was just airballing.
Yeah, it's just such a big barrel for Jason, out of position, you know.
So I am Horcrusher asking what happened in the previous hand. It was Rich led with second set. Oh wow, and Jason stacks off the save face.
What? Trying to bank a 3?
3 8s or a king. Oh, king! Mick Roberts, you're a sick human being.
Seriously?
They run it twice and he kings out both times. Jesus. This is what I mean. He will try to get it in so bad.
Veronica, are you still defending him?
Ace King 6-3 on the
Hold on, can we just look at Rich's face? Like, he has to be so confused right now.
he called off no draw. He's got a couple 2-pair draws. One of them's no good. 6 is no good. He's drawing to a 3 ace or a king, and he kings out both times.
I mean, no,
they run it
not
twice, and
that,
Rick Roberts gets hit both
king or an
times.
ace.
Oh, that is so gross.
Good.
This has
I'm in
been
disbelief right now.
this has been my frustration playing this game lately. In spots like that where like he's trying to lose so much money. Why can't I just like we'll run it twice? And how does he scoop? He's like 26% equity and he scoops me both times, every time. Jason
I don't know
Mick
about
Roberts.
running it twice against Jason. Eh. Oh my god.
God, and he ran it twice.
What? Just,
Scoot and Nasty asked what the run
is
it
this
twice
real
thing
life?
is.
Exactly, bet stack. Is this real life?
They
I
run
have
it.
no idea.
Jason's playing with play chips.
Not sure.
He's playing
I
play
think it's
chips.
play chips.
It's play
Yeah,
chips.
for sure it is.
Yeah. Well, he had low draws, so Jason's still playing PLO8 upstairs.
Maybe he just.
We just saw him call off
it's,
Ace King 6-3 on Jack 10 or no 9-10 3-4.
Yeah. With clubs and spades, and he had neither.
None of it. None of it.
He had a 3 at bottom pair. So sick. So we are at Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights, outside of Sacramento. I don't think there's a seat open currently, but come on down. They're barreling all around. So double jackpots,
Yeah, double jackpot, seat drawings, all sorts of
double
good
Omaha,
stuff.
Omaha jackpots. Omaha.
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 French for more cards.
All right, so 5 players in the flop again. 6 players in the flop. Jack 6 deuce rainbow.
Hope springs eternal here at Stones. Look at these hands.
All you need is a little piece of it, guys.
Colvin's double suited, I'll give him that.
Queen of Hearts on the turn. I mean, I don't know what anyone has. Nick W has a pretty good draw,
He's got a gut shot and hearts.
but still not nut draws. So can't love it.
80.
Always good to draw to the nuts in this game. Unless you're Jason. You don't need it.
It's hard to make a pair.
It is hard.
I love the way he played that. He
Hold on.
fired right out at it.
Wrong game. He did. He just knew he was getting there.
look how guilty he looks. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he does. He knows how bad that was.
3 on the river. Can't see McRobert's cards.
He probably has
Nick
2
bricks
threes.
out.
Probably. I mean, it's hard to bluff him too, right? Especially after that, you know.
Yeah, he has 2 9s.
Nick just has a pair of 9s, but he can't even bluff it because if Jason has him beat, he's for sure calling.
Yes.
And somehow he doesn't. Even though he called on that turn.
The best part about that previous hand for Jason is that's so much free advertising that people will not try to semi-bluff him.
Exactly.
Look at him, he just called off with bottom pair in PLO. With no draw. Just, I have a pair.
No, he didn't.
Just like,
Seriously?
that was... Jason will not be semi-bluffed the rest of the night.
You guys saw it here first.
The game is real.
It's real.
Oh man.
So, don't miss the Veronica and Friends 1-3 No Limit game. 3rd Wednesday of every month. Oh my gosh. Awesome. So,
every
all
month?
ladies, that's what it said, right?
Wow,
All
whatever.
ladies cash game.
All friends cash.
All
game.
friends.
It just happens to be that most of her friends
All
are.
friends, yeah. It's Veronica's friends.
Yeah, somehow I didn't make that list. Whatever. No big deal.
Should try to be a better friend, maybe.
I guess. I mean, I don't know what else I
Give it
gotta
a
do. Try to stack off to her.
That's a nice, friendly thing to do.
Okay. Jason tried to make friends with Rich just now. Tried to stack off to him.
Yeah, he did. He tried.
So dirty.
So brutal when someone's just trying so hard to give you money.
Yeah.
And you just can't win.
Struggle is real.
It's never happened to me. Somebody asked, what is the run it twice thing? So in this game in PLO, if the players are all in, is that right?
Yeah, they have the
They're allowed
option
to
to run out the board twice, and then each half of the board, or each board takes half the pot. Another way to, in a game that can be so swingy like this, it's a nice way to reduce your variance. Sean, who is keeping his cards off the reader, he bets 60. Rich, also not cooperating with the card reader. It's right in front of you guys. It's right in front of you.
It's that big diamond.
Board pairs on the turn.
If anybody has another like big game, dude, what was the you just want something? Dude, you said it was me. You thought I was excited. I'm like, no, I know it.
One of those nickels.
Sean's gonna bet again. I nick it out of the way, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, so can you go argue? You might need to argue that they should go change. You need to be fair because
The graphic is, showing Rich is all in for $18. We know that's incorrect.
yeah, but no.
Looks like
has to be
Sean
done
fired
fair
about
because
120 on the turn. And Rich lets go of what was likely a hard draw.
Technically, if they lost it,
The board pairing is a nice barrel card if he... We don't know what Sean had, but if you could easily have a set there.
You know how much cards? Pretty much I thought it was a pair of.
you just got
So another quick reminder, this Saturday is our first cash game in our Stone Survivor series. There's still a few seats open. All you gotta do is submit a bio to Stone Survivor at stonesgaminghall.com and get yourself in the game. And it's a 1-3 no limit hold'em cash game. And we're picking one player from that game and putting them in a single table winner-take-all tournament to get into the 10K WSOP main event.
A free seat.
Free roll.
Free $10,000 seat.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And we're having games every Saturday from this Saturday on until we have drawn 9 players.
And all the games are different. So this Saturday is a 1-3 no limit.
And then the week after that we'll have 2-5, and then we'll have 6-12 limit followed by the May 7th game for you PLO players, the 135 PLO Survivor game. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be, and then
Yeah,
after,
so you can start submitting your bios for that week as well.
Yeah,
Any of the weeks, you can start submitting your bios. They need to be in by Wednesday at noon.
Wednesday at noon of that week.
Of that week, yeah.
Yep.
So Nick W.
He started up our action here, and he made it 35 to go. King Jack 10-9, one suit. He got re-raised by Jason with Ace King 10-7. And here's Jason. He's got a suit. He's double suited. Good for Jason.
Whoa.
Jason almost found a real hand. Jack 7 Deuce Rainbow. Both players make pairs. A little optimistic there. Both have backdoor flush draws. Jason's got 2 backdoor flush draws, actually. Nick's actually in the lead here with just a pair of jacks.
Yeah, I'm sure Jason loves that, the backdoor flush equity there.
And now he picks it up, picks up the club draw on the turn. And that probably won't slow Jason down. The 3's pretty brickish.
Yeah, it doesn't
really
complete
connect.
any straight draws. There were no flush draws, so just backdoor flush.
Someone could have made a funky 2-pair maybe, playing a really off connected hand, maybe
Yeah,
a 3, 4, 5,
playing one of those low hands.
6, 7.
So check on the
5
turn,
cards.
and the 3 has to scare Nick.
Almost bottom pair got there.
It's in Jason's range. I mean, he also Nick also has to be afraid of an overpair, which now has him beat with the 3's pairing.
And Jason McRoberts, God bless his heart. Bets 200.
I love it. I mean, he can't win if he doesn't bet here.
And Nick's got to decide if he wants to call up here with just a pair of jacks.
The problem is, like,
And he
like
does.
you said,
Boom.
Jason already advertised this, you know?
And now Jason says nice call and doesn't want to show.
Yeah, he kind of earned this call, but
Yeah, he did.
so kind of a bad timing on Jason's part.
Jason shows.
Otherwise, it's a pretty good spot, you know?
Yeah.
I know I should have barreled this pair about now.
And Jason's in utter disbelief that he missed another 2-pair draw.
So many outs. He only had a 2-pair draw. Oh, yeah, he did have a 7.
He had a 7.
Hold on, he had showdown value.
All right, why is he betting?
No, I think it was,
It's a good
in
bet.
general, a good bet.
Yeah, it is a good bet.
Just not right after you advertise
Yeah, look.
that you're, you know,
But Jason,
barreling with-
he extracts the most value he can out of it. I mean, after he loses, by showing down the hand again, I mean, he's going to get, some more loose action here.
exactly. The action's heating up at Stones, guys. Get it while it's hot. Do you know how many Omaha tables there are right now?
I believe we have 3.
3?
3 Omaha games right now.
And double jackpot.
Double jackpot.
You guys gotta get down here.
I'm going to find out my high handheld.
Yeah.
Pay the man.
How much? How much is that?
100 or 200 or something like that?
Oh, dang.
Reroll. 863. Colvin, who completed a small blind with all diamonds.
Pocket flush.
Jason's gonna keep the pressure on. That's 30.
Just so
Sean.
he can't even make a straight flush out of it because he's blocking his own.
Sean calls open-ended. Nick calls with a pair of 8s.
Yeah,
And an
Sean
ugly
also
inside straight draw.
had backdoor clubs there. Jason has. What do you think?
Jason could have anything from pocket 6s to ace, king, jack 9 right here.
Yeah. I'm putting him on a 3.
Nick, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, he had backdoor diamonds, but he's blocking all his own diamonds. Had an inside straight draw, but really overcalled the flop out of position with a pair of 8s. A little bit surprising. Queen of spades on the river. Jason, put your cards on the reader. Check, check. Jason, 10, 10, 8, 7. Pair of 10s.
So that's another spot where, you know, Sean would probably consider barreling that river.
I usually never
But against Jason, it's just kind of scary because he calls so light. So he definitely gets in people's heads.
And yeah, that's such a big part of Jason's game.
Yeah.
And it's not just the way he plays, it's the talking and the chirping afterwards.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
That's great. Oh yeah, so for this Saturday for the Survivor Series game, we have some special guests. David Tuckman is going to be joining Veronica in the booth
Tuck's the best.
at Tuck on Sports.
And
And-
special guest commentator or guest,
Yeah,
Mr. Lon McCarron.
that's right. I believe Lon is in the house tonight too.
Yes.
So yeah, come on down, do some celebrity sighting, you guys. It's gonna be awesome.
You just got to come down and ask Lon where Norman Chad is. He loves that. It's his favorite thing in the
I
world.
bet he does.
Yeah, because
Do you think anyone ever says that to him?
Yeah, probably not. It's his favorite thing in the world. Just come down and ask him where Norman Chad is.
He has you to thank for all the extra.
He can't get enough of it.
All right, Nick Colvin raises to 40 on the button.
Too many
here.
damn Nicks in this game, right?
What?
Too many damn Nicks in this game.
Yeah. 2 is way too many. It's like too many.
That's what I'm saying.
Just kidding, Nick. Which one am I talking to, though?
Yeah, right? Zardog, welcome to the chat box. Good to have you here, Greg.
Zardog.
I feel like I should like give Brandon a
JRDSP. You're saying that he prefers PLO 8 Max or 6 Max.
8 max would be cool.
8 Max is good, 6 Max is just awesome. But in this fight, you know, everyone wants to play it, so you got to get people in the game, right? I think right now we're only playing 8-handed, aren't we? Yeah, we're only playing 8-handed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is 8. It
So
is
there
8-handed.
now.
Yeah. Huh. JRDSP. We are 8-handed. No, love having you here. And we got a limp pot. First limp pot of the evening. That is, of course, pending that Nick Wooderson does not exercise his option,
Right.
and he doesn't.
5 players.
5 players to the flop. Queen, Queen 4.
Uh-oh. Jason has trips. Jason has full house with Queen Jack Jack. Just kidding. You can only use 2. So we don't know Rich or Dominic's hand.
Jason is going to bet it. I guess it's not the worst bet, but I mean, the board is so just like
I mean, especially
on lockdown.
since he can have anything, you know, he should probably be betting with
yeah.
trips.
Rich made the call. Rich may wonder if Jason's just doing what we saw him do in the hand against him before, just barreling off.
Yeah, I mean, he probably calls with the. I don't know.
We can't see
big
Rich's
pocket
cards. It's hard to imagine he continued that flop with anything but a queen. Because it's Jason, he might call a lot of junky queens here.
Yeah.
Calls off for 80. Spades get there. Rich checks again.
So. Yeah,
Jason's gonna check it back, show the
Jason
queen
has
jack.
to check it back here. He's only getting called by worse in the river.
Is that ace queen I saw
It
from him?
looks like spades. Yeah.
Oh,
ace-
spades.
ace 4 spades. Did he have aces? He had aces too.
Aces.
Aces with nut spades on the turn.
Was he double suited? Was that ace 4 8 double suited?
I'm not sure. think it was just spades.
Gay Corpse, love having you here. Omaha is in the house.
What's up, Gay Corpse? Always fun in the chat box.
Dominic's got the straddle on.
And the Broncos sweatshirt.
Over the diamond, over the, you see the diamond right here?
Going the wrong way.
Then if you see this way, go across this way.
I'm new. I don't know what to do. Just go like this, see?
These players are still coaching up themselves on how to position their cards.
It's a little tricky with 4 cards, so.
They always take this that way. That's easier. Yeah, there you go. You can win all the money, but you can't spend your cards up.
He's pulling the mail.
Everyone's limping in.
Jason has pocket nut flush.
Jason's got all time and then he calls here. Ace 10 9 deuce. Hope springs
All
eternal.
diamonds. Wrong game.
Sean jumps in as well. Still will not put his cards on the reader. Jack 10 7, all clubs. No one flops a flush as far as we can see. You can't see Sean Drake's cards.
Nick Coleman with the nut blocker. The ace of clubs.
Oh my god, I did mess that hand
So
up.
he knows, well,
I almost raised.
somebody could have a straight flush.
The 8 9 of clubs could be real here.
Could be
Nick
real.
now makes 2 pair to go with his nut blocker.
Not too shabby. You think you check raises here or check calls?
I think this is a check call all the way. Well, with the if he's playing the hand because he's blocking the nuts. Or the effective nuts.
Right. So he can't actually make a flush,
He can make a bow,
but he can rep the nut flush.
and he lets it go. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised there to see that he let it go. I wonder if Nick realized that he actually made 2 pair there. Because that would have been a great spot to do that with. Would have been a great spot to check raise for Nick Holden with a nut blocker. And worst case, you always got boat outs. I mean, prefer to do it with a set there, of course, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, maybe. I mean, yeah, Sean could easily already be there with the flush. Maybe have better redraw or something. Or straight, right? What's up?
so
We're just talking about you.
we're just talking about the hand, yeah. How bad you played it. It's all good.
about hands tonight. I guess I'm getting in the middle. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to game, Nick. Nick Colvin, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello,
Mr.
stream. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
So we just saw you play a hand against Sean Drake. You had ace 7 6 5. You had the ace of clubs nut blocker. You turned 2 pair, ace 7. I don't know if you realized that or not.
I did, yeah.
And you check open. I thought there might have been a good spot. You maybe check raise, you know.
Obviously that went through my head. I have the blocker there. Also, Drake is. He even mentioned this beforehand. I don't know if you guys know that yet, but I think he's only played PLO one time. He said, and that was a couple years ago. So he's been playing kind of snug, and that nut blocker really wasn't the nut blocker because I believe a straight flush possibility.
Yeah.
So that I know that's silly, but I decided to be a nit and just just let it go. I know I could have repotted there. However, Drake is either gonna with his inexperience call off with a second or third nut flush, maybe, or have me nut it anyway. So it's like against a different player, I may rep.
It's a better player to do that against me or Val or someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously that goes through my head too. Like different situation, I can rep the old Nutter Butters and get a fold there,
he's
but
willing to get it in with knock the nuts.
yeah, it's all table dependent too. I mean, basically.
And he could also have better 2 pair, or it's just something that's not folding.
For sure.
set.
Yeah,
Top
it's kind of a weird spot playing against somebody that even admits that they're kind of just inexperienced a little bit, which
Yeah,
his
yeah.
trick has been fine all night. He's
Right,
been doing
right.
just fine. But somebody may call off with the second or third nut flush and just
Yeah.
be like, okay, well I have the second nut flush. I guess if I'm beat, I'm beat. So I just had to let it go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Acquisition.
table's been pretty fun so far. Nick is crushing.
Yeah, he is.
Jason's being silly.
Can you believe Jason with a pair of threes there and they run it twice?
Of course, he
What was
needles the
the-
guy. He needles the guy for like 10 minutes afterwards. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
can
the
you tell us
worst. I'm
about
the
that? 'Cause
worst.
We didn't really hear that.
Yeah. Jason's just sitting there. Just I wasn't paying attention close to the action, but yeah, I know he had a pair of threes only.
No
And
draw.
it was, and just binks king
I mean, he was
both
bluffing
times.
and then he called off.
Right, when he gets caught there, I thought he's just kind of going through the Hollywood, going through the motions. And as
Yeah, we just
shamingly
let
as it is,
yourself
after like
fall.
betting 3 and change, you gotta fold the 200 behind you because you're just like, you can never call off there. Just
Yeah.
you just be like donating 200 bucks, like and he does. He tries to get it in real bad. I love him.
So we're still getting some issues with the cards not showing up.
It's just players that aren't holding their cards
Yeah,
right.
it's
Like
happened
Sean
to a
refused.
lot, and then,
Sean refused to hold his cards
other
right.
Nick sometimes.
Yeah, and Nick was going the long way, so yeah. I'm curious to see how. So is he just running hot, or is he making plays, or what? Because he is just
He's made a
crushing,
couple-
he's crushing the table right now.
He's running well, but he's playing well too. He made a real good call versus Jason with just a pair of jacks.
Yeah, I saw that.
That
Yeah.
was pretty sick.
And his good hands are just holding up. Like he's not running into, like when the board was paired with tens.
Yeah,
No one had a 10.
it's pretty sick. Yeah, I believe he's only in for 5, so he's absolutely destroying
Nice,
right now.
wow.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, he's
He's up like
running well.
3K.
Yeah, it's definitely it's getting deeper and deeper. We started pretty shallow, which I figured would be kind of fun because people are willing to get their stacks in.
Yeah, it's gonna get splashy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know most people are like, oh, 5-5 PLO, it's going to be a huge game, but luckily, I mean, it's not always huge, which is kind of good and kind of bad sometimes, but mostly good because people are going to
Real
get their
quick
stacks
here,
in.
Jason churns a set to go along with his jack high flush draw. Sean has better hearts, actually in rivers and nuts. Sean now rivers queen high hearts. Jason
It's gonna be real bad
gets
for
their
Jason.
second nut. Sean sitting on the old ace queen 7-5er. And here goes Jason.
Oh, Jason.
Putting it in.
I mean, if you
Jason looks like he bets 2 1/4, 205.
he's definitely betting for value, so I can't really see him folding if he's calling off with bottom pair.
Yeah,
Sean's
Different
got a
situation.
pot of air, 685. Just send it.
Yeah, he just has the right amount to just.
Jason's been getting a lot of these funny these hands, especially against me when he was free rolling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
that
running
was
good.
so
Oh my god, how
sick.
did like?
I mean,
I ran good there.
That was
Wow,
sick.
yeah, that was so sick.
I was
yeah.
actually almost a little bit surprised to see you rebought it after Jason popped. Well, in mind, it was Jason. That's
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
That's the only problem with that is Jason.
He has a nice little free roll there with the set and the same hand as me. But even this is pretty sick. Turns the set with the second nut flush.
Yeah.
Luck, but
It's
no
huge.
good.
I mean, most of his hands haven't been this good.
Yeah.
Just the one against you and this one.
Oh, really? He's just that too.
Yeah.
Right?
I think J-Max playing a little snugger than usual tonight, but he's definitely good for the game. You've played with him the last PLO night. You played with us, so
Yeah.
Sean Ray's is so
A lot
small
of the
here.
low suited connectors. Gappers.
Sean
Like
today with
clicks.
triple gappers. Is that a thing?
Sean clicks back and Jason calls second nut. Sean gives him the bad news. That's a sick cooler for Jason.
So do you lead there if you're Jason? Nick?
I mean, you have the second nuts. If he could have queen only heart. I mean, it's just one of those
You lose.
spots.
I think it gets checked back so much there. If he doesn't have flush, I think you
Yeah.
lose some value.
Yeah.
Do you lead fold?
I'm not sure exactly what their stacks were, but I believe Jason might have been short. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's really not. It's not really that.
I think they're both a bit
Chip
short.
and 11.
700.
I think with the short stacks, it's the play is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Jason likes his mini bullets, so like right here, I think he's reloading for 500 more, so he can.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
He likes
Fire,
his- yeah, he
fire
likes
one
his-
small bullet at a time
Exactly.
until it gets traction, and then he's off to the races.
Yeah, it's easy.
you guys
to-
like his
to run
bands
up
on the table
500.
earlier?
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Vegas?
Yeah, seriously. It looks like a lot, but it was all 5s and 1s, like verified.
Yeah.
Open
We
face,
didn't tell them
dirty,
that.
dirty open face Chinese money there.
That's awesome.
Dirty. This guy is just crushing my husband and open face Chinese.
Yeah, and Jake sometimes
Taking all
too.
the-
Dude, I'm telling you, God. I am the fish in that game. I mean, I know that you ran like super good, but the same thing happened when I played against Holtzclaw. Same thing. And it's just like part of okay, yeah, I know they're running good, but some of this is like, I'm fairly new to the game, and I'm
They
still
might
a
also
fish.
be playing decent.
Yeah, they might also be playing.
I'm sure George is watching right now too.
Yeah.
So, Valerie's
Yeah,
husband.
thanks,
that I'm getting.
thanks for the needle.
Keep barreling, babe.
I'll get on in a second.
No.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So there's going to be another PLO coming up when soon? Event 4, I think, Survivor Series.
For May 7th,
Ah,
135.
Could have good, yeah.
Hello.
for sure.
And that's one if you get into, you can free roll a seat in the main event.
Yeah, I think that's going to be popular since the PLO over here has been exploding lately. So.
Hasn't it, right?
Yes,
It's been good.
You can
Teach
qualify.
poker.
Yeah, I'm
Jared
glad that we're,
Flops trips here.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, I'm glad that we're a part of this too. It's nice to be able to get in here and start PLO and SAC for sure. So
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
pretty nice to team up with Stones and get this stuff going. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's going for the near future. What, tonight, 3 Omaha games going? Mm-hmm. It's like that every Monday, Wednesday. So
Yeah, it's been great.
if you're a PLO player, you know where to play in SAC.
Get down here. Whoa.
Sean.
Jared makes quads.
Jared.
Oh wow, he did make quads this hand. Very
Quadruples.
interesting. Too bad we can't see Sean's hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bittersweet card because
Yeah.
you know you can't lose.
Just gotta hope Sean has aces.
Aunt Doom asks what happened to Uncle Matty. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know. Players coming in and out, cycling. Man does have a business to run too, so it's kind of like asking about Uncle Matty. It's like we can all be degens here, like the Knicks of the world.
So Jared checks and Sean bets 100.
No one reps the hand the villain actually has better than Sean Drake.
Smooth
Just
call.
call. See, I don't hate putting in a little raise
Little
there.
raise there.
Yeah. See if he really has anything.
I mean, obviously, I know you have the monster here. Everybody wants to slow play the monsters, but
At some point you got to build a pot. You got to
yeah,
get some chips in.
exactly.
And it's slow playing right there. It looks reekingly obvious when he leads here. Yeah, and there's the lead.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
if
the
Sean's
board
got-
doesn't change on the river, so it seems pretty fishy.
Now Sean Drake's one of the people that is very capable of making a move here and potting. It's like, well, God, he can only call if he's got quads.
Yeah. I did forget the action pre-flop, but I don't think he has a possibility of aces here, obviously, or kings, just based off the turn bet. But really wish I would have paid attention pre-flop because we could polarize his hand a little bit more with not being able to see it currently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sean gets away from it.
no show.
I mean,
Usually everybody always wants to
shows-
show the big ones.
everyone shows quad.
Oh, I think that's for the high hand. I'll have to needle him a little bit.
Wait, when did that happen? He didn't show it.
Yeah.
So I think I still have it.
oh my god.
Wow.
I think I still have it because he didn't show.
Just made $150 right there.
Ship it.
Thanks,
Wow.
Jared.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jared, for not
Wow.
showing quad queens.
That's fantastic for
Wow,
you.
that's amazing.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get back over there and needle him eventually.
Oh my God.
I mean, after he just check calls on the turn there, you want him to like check the river, try to induce another bluff, or
That might be the only thing that's optimal there because
Try to get
when he
out, give him a
leads,
big pair.
I mean, Sean can only call ace, king, you know?
yeah.
And even then, I mean, like I said, I didn't track the pre-flop action as well either, but like, it's gonna be, I mean, hard for Sean to have those hands there either, like, by the way the hand is playing out. So he's never
Jason
valued
with
anything.
2 aces.
Jason's got, yeah.
What do those
And
look like?
one
They're
suit.
kind of pointy.
And
There's an
one
A.
suit.
Yeah, they almost
I
like
wouldn't know about
fours,
this.
right?
I have not scooped a pot tonight, and
So gross.
it is a little frustrating. But
Yeah.
I'm really not super stuck. But it is kind of frustrating sitting there not scooping one pot, especially when you play bad when you have 2 pair and the nut blocker. Right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, not too worried about it. Maybe some of Nick's cards will trickle over my way eventually. Nice. The more Jason is stuck too, the more he's going to be more action in this game, and it's going to get way more interesting too. Because he definitely starts. He has no problem when he's stuck trying to get that money back. So
and now here we have you talk about Sean being primarily a hold'em player. He's also primarily a tournament player. He's got queens, queen, jack 7. This is a hand that might look pretty good to Sean right now, and he's going to call it. But he put in did he put in a raise there? Did I see green chips in hand?
Oh yeah, he did. He did raise.
He put in a. Sean makes it 240 to go with queens. Some pretty naked queens. He's got diamonds. And here Jason's gonna send it, repot it, gets it in with the aces.
Oh, it's got me all in with the inaccurate. Never mind. All right, let's get rid of that.
What are you doing, Nick?
I just went with it there.
I mean, how bad can it be?
This is where Sean says, I don't have the hand that you think that I have. And then Jason goes, well, I have aces. And he goes, well, okay. pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Sean's trying to rep aces. Little does he know that Jason's got the...
I don't have no hand you think I have.
Hold on, that was before Sean calls?
What was that? Oh, no. This is when they got it. This is when they were debating running it once or twice.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 boards on this
10,
one.
Jason scoops the first one. Sean's gonna need a queen or a lot of diamonds. He's got some straight possibilities too.
Yeah, there's not any.
No help. He can catch a 7. Like that.
Ask and you shall receive.
And they'll chop up the pot.
That was Jason
Choppy.
McRoberts style right there.
Yeah. All right, let's just look at these chip counts. Pretty accurate looking like.
So what's
Wooderson crushing it.
gonna
Yeah,
be like,
absolutely crushing.
with Jason to your left?
It's not the most fantastic position, but me and Jason have played a lot together, so I kind of, it's not the worst thing ever. But
a little bit of a feel for
yeah, he is going to be playing more pots the more he's stuck. But I mean, that's standard. I mean, yes, he's stuck right now, but it's very easy for him to get all of it back plus more in 15 minutes, 10 minutes or something.
I've been there on those nights.
Yeah.
God, how did just
He has no fear when it comes to PLO. He'll get it in. He'll get it in with any 4 cards. I think you've seen that too.
Yeah.
What did he have? 5 or 7 high
Yes.
for a 2K pot or 1K pot or
There's like
something?
2 gaps in it somehow.
Yeah.
There's like 7, 5, 4 deuce, 1 suit.
No problem. No
And I
fear.
think we
No fear
chopped.
from J-Mac.
We chopped.
That's what it was. Yeah. I can't deny that that's not good action. But yeah, on the left it's a little tilty because sometimes I'll poke in some bets there. So
Yeah.
not too worried about it. We still got a long night ahead of us. So.
We'll get into about these other players. So we know Boss, we know Jared a little bit. I guess they're from the Napa area.
They are, yeah.
What about Rich or Dominic? You know them at all?
I believe. Let's see. Rich is which
C2.
C2. Yeah. Rich is from. I think he just shipped a Heartland Poker Tour main event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good for him. Wow.
Yeah. I think he recently just shipped that. He's from the Santa Rosa area.
Awesome.
Yeah. Boss and Jared are both from Napa. They're both there predominantly. I don't know much about
Dominic.
Dominic, I thought it was Matt. I'm not sure if I'm off, but I thought his name was Matt.
We might be off. We might be using an alias on the stream. He might have like blown his cover. Good job, man.
Yeah, I could have sworn his name was Matt, but yeah, I know all the players here except for Dominic / Matt. So.
And here goes Jason again.
So it looks like Boss opened for 55. Jared flat called on the button. And Jason
Is now gonna pot it.
Yeah.
And Jared's flatted kings. Flatted some naked kings.
Yeah, Jared's a very well-versed PLO player there in Napa. Napa, they get a pretty big game going, and he does very well in that game. So he definitely knows what he's doing on this table. I think he's a little tilted though today because he's been getting some cooler action. So That's always good. That always makes a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. And then no action with quads, like that's gotta be something.
A little bit, yeah. Especially, I really wish we could have seen Sean's hand. That would have been that would have been even more interesting to see. So what we would have.
Boss has got a good rundown hand. He's going to make the call. 245. Now, does Jared like to get the back raise in with kings?
So
Jason's short.
yeah,
I think in this spot, I think it's a good
Yeah, Jason started with about 600, right?
Jason has 200 only behind from the looks of it.
Oh wow. So
And I think if yeah, there he goes, and he does.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good play by Jared to get the back raise in there with kings, because once Boss flats Jason's 3-bet, I don't think he ever has aces there ever. And it's a great spot now. There's enough money in the pot where you can now ship it. You know Jason's calling, but you're not worried. He's only got $200
yeah, get a
behind.
heads up against Jason with all that dead money in there.
And now, yeah, there's 245 dead money from Boss. And Boss has got a great rundown hand. He might feel that with a 3-bet and then a back raise, and he's drawing pretty live. We can't see what Jason's got.
I know what Jason has here, but I don't know all 4 cards. He has a hand similar to Boss, though. Not to spoil anything, but you would be able to see it. But yeah, he's got his hand similar to Boss.
What do you think?
9,
There you go,
9, 10,
9, 10,
queen.
queen.
Spot here?
Oh, there it is right there. He's, what is he committed for, 240
260
or 260 right now? I know what's going through Boss's head right now, and he's just hoping that they're sharing cards.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's exactly it.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, if he's going against king, ace, ace, queen, jack, you know, which they do, they are sharing a couple cards here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a horrible hand.
Yeah, it's
and he's not incredibly deep, so this is a spot where you can call off here.
4, 5, 6, 7. You know, double suit is going to fare a little bit better here.
Yeah.
6, 7, 10, 8. You start to get that little spot where you might get a little dominated by someone. You know, like say like ace, ace.
Yeah, I mean,
Jack 10, something like that.
The gap being between the two.
And Boss calls.
Is a little.
Three-way.
Three-way all in. God bless PLO.
Wow.
10, 3, 5. Boss picks up an inside trick draw. 9. Boss has got some real outs here.
Exactly. 5 is the crusher.
Oh, and it bricks out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Jason was ahead there with the on the turn with the 9-10 too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he needs to fade
Oh,
that
wow.
five. Yeah, Jason was.
Too.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
so sick. Jason actually, yeah, I didn't even know. The hand ripped out so fast.
Yeah, Jason was looking pretty good there for a triple. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
2 pair gutter to the nut.
Yeah, that 5
God,
was
the
a
5 counterfeits him.
That's pretty lucky for Jared right there.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Jason
I mean,
was
his
looking
hand
really
isn't that
good.
great. Like he has kings only, you know. Wow.
Single suited.
That's a all the way up to the turn. That's a really bad run out for Jared. Jesus, he was behind all 3 of them in equity, or both of them in equity, I should say.
Boss is looking even. He's looking really good too.
He's got two straight draws.
Yep.
And a pair of 10s there.
We missing somebody? We got 6 players.
We're playing 8-handed.
That's 6 though. 6. There's 6.
Well, the graphic just showed that Jason and Boss got pelted.
That makes more sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, gotcha. That would be why.
Boss reloads for looks like 800-900.
I think it was 1,000.
He reloads for an even 1K, and
then Jason's
Jason
gonna do his 500 bullet. Yeah,
$500 bullets.
Yep. I don't know. He just needs his nice little double or triple up. That could have been the hand right there, and then he would have been right back to right back to even Stevens. So.
Now, is there a limit on him, or is he gonna just keep doing that until he runs it up?
I've seen him do that. I don't.
Well, he was making a comment before the stream started that he has 10. He has 10 buy-ins. So it looks like he's got 5K in buy-ins. 5K hit a barrel. So he's got 10 bullets.
Not too shabby. 10 bullets.
Never surpassing the 500 mark. The game is getting deeper, so I'm going to be curious. I am going to have to probably reload pretty soon. I think I only have 600 in the game, which is fine about an hour ago. But the game, there's been
now.
1,000, 1,500 every about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm definitely going to be reloading eventually here soon too.
Hopefully, just doubling up, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fun to sit there with the 500, like kind of like the JMax strategy, and just try to get it in with the 5 and double. But I mean, you also don't want to get pushed around, so I probably will be eventually.
I like Callie Donks. Welcome to the chat box. Good to have you here.
The chat box is going.
Boss is going to open up the pot, makes it 30 to go. King Jack 10-4 double suited. McRoberts.
Oh, okay. When I get back there, I'm gonna have to tell him that he needs to get his hands on the reader.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't see it.
We were seeing his fine before, but yeah.
He's not, like I said, he's not fanning him out. Jason makes the call. Oh no, so Jason makes it 105 to go. Boss flats. I like the way Boss is playing it so far. 7-5 Queen Rainbow. We can't see the equities in the hand because Jason's cards aren't showing up. Boss has got 2 backdoor flush draws.
I don't see him floating here. It seems.
No, Jason's so.
Oh, he's putting in a large bet here. He's betting the pot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that's where there's no sense of floating there when Jason's so light. That's one bright side of Suicide when you're playing that short.
Yeah.
Is no one has the implied odds to try to run you down with a hand like that.
Exactly.
He's definitely not afraid to barrel out of position.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm curious because obviously I'm off the table now, so I'm curious what the dynamic has been the past. Well, we're gonna find out shortly how it has been. Because usually when old J-Mac gets in kind of a couple bullets, definitely the action starts to pick up a little bit.
It picks up.
Yeah. A lot of P words. A lot of P words are flying. Pop this, pop that. Tilty with the reader there. Matt/Dominic has been pretty quiet. I don't know if he has played I don't know if he's played a hand. I've played with him off the stream before, and he's a tight player, so he's living up to his image tonight. But
in his defense, I haven't seen him have a lot of like real workable hands though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Could be the case.
Couple spots, he's just like running pretty cold.
Yeah. Did get in a big one with them last week, and I believe I think it was set over set or something. But that was, for the most part, he seems like a pretty stud player. So I'm waiting to see if he opens up or if he's gonna kind of just wait. Or Rich's hand appeared and then disappeared. So
Jared opened up the action here. He made it 50 to go. Got a couple callers in Rich and Nick W. Boss comes in the pot as well. Queen 4.
Ooh,
Imagine some cards showed
playing
up
the
here.
ghost. I wish I saw Rich's hand blink for a second. So I want to say I saw a queen, but I actually have no idea. So I'm just gonna pretend.
Too much open face Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of checking going on right now, though.
And Boss is going to stick in a little bit here with a pair of 4s.
He's got a nut flush draw as well. Not usually the greatest on a paired board, but sometimes it's enough.
Inside straight draw, he can catch a catch a deuce. Deuce of spades will make a straight flush, actually.
And it doesn't seem like anyone has a queen here, so it seems like a good spot for him to put in a little bet.
Only up to Nick with those soul-reading eyes right there. Saw him stare down Jason and make that call with that jack. And
That was sick.
That was pretty funny to
Yeah.
kind of stare somebody down at PLO because the variance is so much different than Hold'em, but he kind of just looked him up. His reads are on tonight, apparently, even for the 4 cards. All right, well, I'm probably going to have to get back over there and start barreling right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad we
for
were able
the game
to.
on, man. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
this is great. I think we're gonna do this every second Monday. We're gonna do
second
something.
Monday.
So it's mostly for now. We have everything planned for PLO, doing like PLO type of games like this. But I think we're gonna be interested in probably doing some other little crazy different mixed games. With the RFIDs, I know we can do.
PLO 8.
Yeah, seriously, we might be able to do that. PLO 8 would actually be fantastic. Pineapple, perhaps.
Yeah.
Some other mixed games. We are. I know a lot of people think that mixed games means like being able to play dealer's choice and stuff like that, but we are limited with the RFIDs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'd have to really kind of test that out. But we do want to do some other stuff. PLO is nice because you don't get to see it very often.
Yeah.
So every time it's on, it's pretty interesting to watch. I know it's grueling for you guys because you have to be fast. What's he have? Okay,
Seriously, yeah, we're kind of wrong. Like, oh my god.
Trying to read
Why does he
all
have
the
50% equity? Oh, that's why.
Why did he call there? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah, so
bottom pair. Hold on, what?
Yeah, I got a pair of 3s. Send it.
yeah, seriously.
Roberts.
No, it must be wrong. He only has a pair of 3s. Oh wait, he's scooping the pot.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys were wondering that too. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna do it every second Monday.
Awesome.
Nice to partner up with Stones. Let us come in here and kind of hang out and get everything rolling. So, like I said last time, we're a local apparel company, kind of right between the Bay and Sacramento. So predominantly online. We just launched a new website too, deegpoker.com. DEEG.
Awesome.
So everything's been going really well, and can't thank the Stones enough for letting us come here and
The PLO's been going
Barrel
on here
along.
on regular basis.
Yeah.
This has been awesome.
for sure.
Sweet.
Appreciate it. Get
All
in
right,
there.
well,
Go
wish
in
me
there.
some luck. Hopefully, I can
Yeah,
scoop
good
a
luck,
pot.
man. Ship it.
I know. Such a nit with the ace-7 as a nut block. I got his
Right.
nut repot there. It's such a nit. Well, hopefully Nick will get over there and show these guys how to put their cards in the reader.
Yeah, it's kind of rough when there's 3 hands involved and we can't see 3 out of 4.
Jared and Nick crushing the table right now.
Wow. Yeah, with that huge pot, Jared scooped up.
That's a big spot.
That was.
That's a real big spot. It's such a sick
How big was
5
that
too.
pot? Close to 3,000?
Yeah, a little over. After boss called, it was like just a little over like 3,200 somewhere there.
Wow,
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, this game is definitely opening up now.
Like I said, the stacks are getting deeper.
Yeah.
Jason's getting more stuck. It definitely changes the face of the game.
Yeah.
And right now, for those of you who love 6-max, we are playing 6-handed right now.
And once Jason starts
6-max with a straddle.
chipping up, it'll be interesting too.
Yeah, I wish no evil upon anyone, but I would love to see J-Mac either chip up or add on here, get a little bit deeper. Gives himself so much more to work with. And here, Wooderson's picked up aces.
No suits. So ace, jack, deuce, rainbow.
Jason's, and you're gonna just get a call here from Nick.
Toss with the 9-7-6-6, 1 suit.
Nick wants to isolate Jason. King 7-5, couple of clubs. Boss has got a pair of 7s. No clubs though. And Nick leads for 75 with his aces.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. These, this is not a great flop for Nick.
And here goes Jason.
Yeah. I mean, he has to lead and just try to take it down. He has to be a little suspicious of Jason.
And here's a spot where Nick's probably ahead here. The way Jason's been playing, if Jason's got any semblance of a draw here, he's gonna do this. Jason's strategy is to try to get it in, smash it up a little bit, pink a card, and get off to the races.
Yeah,
I think if
Nick can't love it though.
he does not love this at all.
Naked aces, no redraw. Oh no, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Ship it or fold or what?
Against
What do you
Jason,
guys think in the chat?
the problem is it's Jason.
Yeah, exactly. And Jason has.
And there they get it in.
225, huh?
Here we go.
I mean,
I like Hallie Donks. Normally, I would totally agree with you, but in this spot, because it's Jason, who's stuck quite a bit,
he's just trying to get.
I think this is a call. Against any other player,
We've seen
or
him get it in with bottom pair, call off with bottom pair.
and that's just we've seen Jason call off with bottom pair on the turn, mind you. He called off with a pair of 3s on
That
the turn.
can't be good. That can't be good for Nick.
No, that's all sorts of Jason's range. There it is.
Max's range. So does that.
They run it twice. Jason's trying to figure out what he's and this is it. Jason's just He doesn't even know where he's at.
He's like, hold on, what do I?
Get in. He's all, I got some black cards and some middle cards. Let's just like send
Nick's just like waiting for the slow roll.
He really is.
What's happening?
Jason, let's see some cards here.
Looks like. Hold on, they're gonna show us the
And
camera.
no, that's it.
Oh.
Jason, I think Nick scoops.
Oh man. Let's see.
No? Yep. Nick's aces are gonna scoop. Like that. Typically, I totally agree with you guys. Naked aces
Yeah.
and PLO is just junk. It is trash. But in that spot against that opponent,
Yeah, you have to go
I
with
think
it
I think
there.
you go with it there. Just because any other player, I mean, even stack size is kind of relevant. Any other player, yeah, I think it's a pretty easy fold.
Yeah.
Against McRoberts, I think you call.
So Jason must have had like too good of a hand for his range there, because otherwise he would have smacked both of those.
Yeah, right. So
You know what I
Jason's got to
mean?
be having like just
Like
some
a,
sort of
like a
king,
queen.
jack,
Jack
9.
9.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is, too high on his range.
Yeah. Especially that first board following the 6-4 comes down, and here Justin's coaching Jason up on where to hold his cards.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see that.
Yeah. Like I said, I totally agree with agree with you guys, especially Callie, that normally that's a pretty easy fold with naked aces, but it's Jason.
Yeah. And then, with their
You
history,
call off and you hate it.
even,
Yeah, you
even on the stream so far tonight, it's... You can't fold a Jason there.
No.
Especially with his stack size, I mean.
Yeah, we've only got 600.
In some situations, yes, but...
Chips on 8.
Nick Wooderson crushing it tonight. He's up over
Oh my
4K.
gosh.
He only is into the game for 500.
Yeah.
It's good to be in there.
I mean, that's another reason he can get it in there, too. He's not too worried about doubling Jason up, I guess.
Yeah, and there's worse players to double up around the table. If you
Yeah.
double up Jason, I think he's going to play back at you. You got a decent chance at,
Exactly.
he's not going to go into lockdown poker after that.
Yeah. So Nick W with Queen 997. Jason gonna check here. Brett in here.
Right on. Ace on the turn. Gotta start telling these guys to put their cards in the reader.
Jason bets 85. Nobody looks too interested.
It's a really broken board.
Yeah.
Sean's gonna look him up. And Dominic comes in as well. And as Nick pointed out, Dominic has not been playing a lot of hands here. 3 on the turn, so the 4-5 gets there.
I mean, the only real missed draws are like 9-10. 6-9-10.
No, I have an ace jack.
Checks through.
I heard Jason say he had ace jack.
And Sean says that's no good. I think Sean's got a hand like ace 8, ace 7 here.
Can we get Brett in here? Come on
What's
in.
up, Brett? How you doing, brother?
Hi, how are you? Good to meet you. I have not just busted from the PLO game. I'm watching you guys on the stream. It's very exciting. I brought fortune cookies.
Oh, nice.
Chinese
We
food.
got Brett Brent in the booth.
Oh, this one's already broken.
And fortune cookies.
It's gonna be bad
It's an
karma.
unfortunate
Was
cookie.
it?
Yeah, all I see is the.
So these were bad luck or good luck for you?
Oh, this one. Oh no, bad luck. Terrible luck.
Terrible luck.
Well, I don't know. It's,
Did you play PLO here? Oh.
no. I was kidding. I didn't actually bust from PAO here. I was playing online. It was not successful. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk about this guy.
It's awesome. So we've got Nick Wooderson in seat 3. He's actually away from the table right now. Or no, he's right. He's leaning away from the table. He's only in the game for 500. He's up a little over 4K right now. Same for Jared in seat
Black
7.
jacket.
Yeah, Black
Okay.
Jacket. He's up over 4K. He got mixed up in a big 3-way all-in pre-flop between him, Jason, and Boss sitting in seat 6 right behind him, or right in front of him, I should
Easily
say.
the best name at the table.
Boss.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
legit,
yeah, right.
That's,
And Jason's stuck about 3K so far, firing $500 at a time.
do you guys see what he had
Firing
on that
hard.
hand, Edo? The
Which one?
the
No.
one they just played, like the very last
No,
one.
did
where-
you?
No, I didn't.
No.
I maybe I should
was
have ran
hoping you
over
were
there like,
spying
when
over
I
there.
walked in the door.
I heard him say. I thought we heard him say Ace Jack, but
I could see him having like clubs and missing.
Are you
both
talking about the
clubs.
one against
the
Nick?
aces? Yes.
Oh,
Against
against
aces, yeah.
against what is this? No, we did
Well, we were
not
saying
see.
he must have had like a king, queen,
King with, like, maybe a
you
little
know,
club draw, something like that, maybe.
X hand, something like that.
King club draw, King queen. X.
So Nick W just flops.
Yeah, run
the
better.
joint.
What is,
The
what's the
nuts,
flop?
the
Oh yeah, it's okay.
stones, if you will.
That's okay. There's gonna be a 3 on the turn, and then all the money is getting in.
Exactly. I don't know. Nick's running too good. For
Checks
that.
through. 5 of spades on the turn.
Nick doesn't even have to sweat like a repair. Getting
Just
there.
keep checking until someone bets.
Boss bet 35. Jared makes a call. Now if you're Wooderson, what?
That can't
That can't be accurate.
I hope those graphics were wrong.
Quads happens, guys. All right, like quad 3s is out there.
Read
That
her
would
off.
be
Read her off.
all-time tightest fold ever. Flop, probably the nuts.
So we know that Wooderson did not just misread his hand.
Do we know
That
that?
might.
Is there a chance?
This might be some leftover graphics from the last hand. Didn't Boss have the 10-10-6-3 in the last hand?
Yeah,
That does look like it's been up there
that, like,
a
flashed.
while ago.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
but
some-
that's sick though. Look at 10 on the river.
I think.
I don't
these
that
are,
think
legit?
is
I think, no, I think
Okay.
these are leftover
Yeah.
graphics from the last hand.
It's like, wow, that would have been a cooler.
That makes
Maybe he
more
knew it
sense,
was. He
so-
saw it coming. He was
Yeah,
like,
disregard
I flopped the
everything
boats.
we just
I don't
said,
even know what's
so.
happening.
I'd like to welcome Andrew Barber to the chat box. Always a pleasure having him.
What's up?
It's cool.
So you were playing some PLO 8?
No limit 08.
No limit 08.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is whatever.
Yeah.
okay.
People just.
I like it a little bit better because if you have like 10 bigs, you can get them in without having to like be check and wait for somebody else to bet or something.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
That's a fun game. People like to
So
ship
when
a lot of ace twos.
when I met Brent in Reno in the fall, and he was playing some game where they like got a bunch of cards, and I didn't know what was
Bunch of
going
them.
on.
We were
They
playing,
were throwing cards in and getting more back.
Yeah, we were playing dealer's choice, no hold'em. 4-8 dealer's choice,
No.
no hold'em, and then we were playing pot limit games with a cap, which is almost pointless because everybody just gets it all in. If you have a
Barrels
100
all.
cap,
Nice.
it's just like 5 people
Yeah.
to the flop, in for the cap. So.
So we got a little bit of graphic lag here. So now it's showing Boss again with a 10-10-6-3, and Nick against with a Queen 9-9-7. So we know we're having some little graphic issues here.
The way you run, I can't afford to buy into it.
I have faith in Kenny,
This
though.
guy kind of looks like John Fox in the Denver Broncos.
I thought the same
Yeah.
thing, right? And it's not just the Broncos jersey. He's
Right,
got,
yeah, he kinda
he's got a little John Fox in him.
Right.
John Fox. Let's see. All right.
But it's 50.
What it looks like.
All right,
Is
got
that
the graphics
Sean
clear.
and Jason?
That is.
Wait, this is
Yeah, Sean Drake and seat
Jared.
1. Yeah, Jared is in seat 9 with the black
Jared
jacket. Or us. Seat 7, sorry.
I can tell. They stop anyway.
It's all like moving so fast.
Yeah. So Sean raised to 40, I guess.
Jared made the call as well as Jason. And none of the
Imagine
players
that.
are putting their
Jason
cards in
came
the
along for
reader.
the ride.
Killing us.
I'm sure they all smashed that 3D7 offsuit flop.
How could they not have?
I,
Or at least Jason.
Right. I feel like Jason has 2 sets right now. 7s and 3s. Or 7s and deuces. That would be,
The problem that we're having with the graphics, Andrew, right now is that the players are not putting their cards on the reader. So you see the way Sean's holding his cards. They're completely off the reader. There's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately.
Andrew, honestly, they were working fine until you came in the chat, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if it's
there's
like
probably a parallel there.
So it looks like Jason shoved,
Yeah,
which is a new move for
Jared
him.
bet
I can tell.
85.
Yeah.
That's a,
Jason's all in for 460, and Sean's thinking about it. What do you guys think they have?
460.
Andrew, we have been. We've had Justin over to the table, I think 3 times now, coaching the players
Maybe Jared
on where to put
opens
their cards.
with, like,
And some of these guys just don't want
Jason
to
probably
cooperate.
shoves with like 4, 5, 8 deuce. I don't know.
Yeah, Sean opened under the gun,
Oh, it looks like
and they're in the blinds.
Jared calls.
Jared's
Jared called Sean folded.
Jared's gonna have a set of 7s here. Maybe the little 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's what a great money that was. Let's see. Looks like Jason has a 4 in his hand, a 7, an ace, and a 3. Right? Here's 7s and 3s.
yeah,
That's what it looked
that
like.
would make sense.
No, like he's some sloppy 2 pair with no
Yeah.
draw.
Well, Jared's pulling his chips back, so
Oh,
What is Jared showing?
they chop. I see ace deuce
Oh,
from
can we
Jared.
get the bird's
Oh
eye?
wow, no.
Can we get the bird's eye?
and McRoberts will bust bullet number 6.
Is that ace 3 deuce or something like that? Maybe.
So we got to get Justin over there.
Maybe 3-3?
And here we go, Justin's. I can actually tell you, like, we're on a 25-minute delay or 25-minute delay. I can tell you for a fact, I just saw Justin over there again, telling these guys once again where to put their cards.
I assume it's on that little square looking thing.
Right on the reader, and with PLO, and normally with Hold'em, as long as you split them a little bit, you know, they're not on top of each other, works fine. So with PLO, because you have 4 cards, you kind of got to fan them out, maybe wave them across the reader a little bit first.
Table 11.
It's really not that hard to do. So, I mean, poker players is, you know, creatures of habit, where you hold your cards, how you hold your cards.
Right, yeah.
And sometimes, you know, teaching an old dog new tricks.
I don't think maybe Jason just doesn't want us to see what he's shoving. I don't know. It looked like he had 2 pair there, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean,
that,
I guess
Jared
he's
made
not
a different
intentionally
2-pair?
hiding.
No, yeah, I was
cards.
kidding.
No, I mean, sometimes they might not
Yeah.
want people to see it, but
I feel like in a rec game like this, they're probably okay with showing it. I think part of the reason
Yeah,
to come to
you
this
think.
game is to be on the stream and
yeah.
I don't know.
You got like
Get
40K
critique
in buy-in.
$10 straddles live.
They do the button straddle or?
No,
Oh, no, okay.
under the gun. Rich has got the straddle on his hand. Now we got some cards showing up across the graphics. Wooderson's going to open up the pot, make it 35 to go. He's got
Why not?
ace 6,
That's
7, 3
running
double
so good.
suited.
Does it go
Makes 40.
down from there? Oh, okay.
Just goes around. So, yeah.
So Jared called. Did it boss call too?
Boss calls King Jack 9-8, 1 suit. He's got hearts. Sean calls the 9-6-5 deuce with 3 clubs. Yuck.
Wee.
Yuck.
4 players.
Rich is in the hand, Jack 10-7 deuce, 1 suit. No, he's not. He folded out.
That makes
I
more
stand
sense.
corrected.
We don't know what Jared has, but everybody else looks alright.
Jack 8-3. Wooderson, who opened up the pot, he's got the nut club draw. Sean's got a lot of the other clubs, though.
Huh.
Boss makes a pair. He's got top 2.
pairs.
Boss has got jacks and 8s. And Wooderson's going to lead it for, looks like 105, 110. Delay is 25 minutes, yes. 105. Top 2 for Boss.
See this flat with top 2 here? I don't know. I think you.
I think
I mean,
he
he is
popped
stuck.
Yeah, I think
Also,
you're gonna.
that
And Boss, yeah,
could be
Boss is stuck a little bit.
consideration.
Why not? You know you're gonna get. You might get called light from the big stack.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sean's got all his own outs. He gets out of the way.
I don't know.
And they're just going to get in right now. Wooderson repots it. And now they're
Oh,
going
you
to
said 3 times.
They want to run 3 times. I think we can.
Yeah, right.
I think it's up. We're allowed to get it up to 3 times. Andrew, you say flat there with the top 2.
Yeah, maybe flat and then pressure him on the turn when
Non-club-
blank.
non-club
non-club
turn.
maybe.
No
I like
club,
it.
no club 9 or 10.
Yeah, if that's
Yeah,
a rainbow board,
I think
I
he
pop
actually,
it. But
I think he actually
the
would have
club's got
considered
there.
it
One
if he
of them.
wasn't stuck. I mean, I think that's probably a factor here too.
Clubs get there both times.
Were they doing it a third time? No, just twice.
They're only
I don't
running
think
it
you're
twice.
actually allowed.
No, we're allowed up to 3. I don't know. I know that they only let them run it twice, but I'm pretty confident we're allowed to do it up to 3 times.
Okay.
Maybe
the
different on the
night I played,
stream.
I'm pretty sure they said we could.
They changed a few things.
Apparently Nick can't lose on either of those boards.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, Nick's
not bad.
Nick's running really good, but I mean, he's also getting people to make big mistakes against him. So
I'm not 100% sure I love
Chip,
2-pair.
please. Table 11.
But if you're gambling 2-pair against the flush draw,
yeah,
I guess.
and I think that's what Boss is just trying to gamble there and get the double up.
So Andrew, you prefer flatting and then barreling any non-club, no 9, no 10, kind of.
What do you bet, like 100 though on the flop?
Yeah, Wooderson led for like 105. Boss made it 285.
Somewhere in that. Like,
Somewhere in that
I was gonna
window.
say 290 or something, but yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. It feels weird calling 100 and hoping you hit something good, right? Or hoping you dodge something. If you're gonna get him in, do you want him to get in with just the club draw? Or he had a 3, a couple overs, or it was like ace 7. Oh, he had 1 over. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think just against Boss's stack, he was willing to gamble with just
Chip, please.
just
1,000.
not flush draw, you know.
5 red, 5 white.
I think
But like you said, if they're super deep, you can't
Yeah,
be crazy
I know.
about it. But he's just keeps getting in these spots where he can just kind of gamble against a short stack, and he just always wins. So.
5 red, 5 white. C6.
it's one of those things where you pressure and then if you're wrong, you maybe get lucky and win the pot anyway.
Yeah.
So Jason's now going to make it 60 to go over the limpers.
I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out like which. So Nick's next to act, Jason. Oh, I get it. The
Yeah,
bottom
Nick's
left is the
the
first
small
person, or
blind
the person
here.
who's already in, and then the rest. Those are the
They just go around.
Left?
Yeah.
okay. Boss folds. What's this guy's name? In the gray
Sean
shirt?
repopped it.
And
It's
seat
like-
1?
2.
Seat 2 is Rich.
Okay.
Rich made it 215 to go.
Oh, okay. Rich.
And then
Jason calls.
I'm not sure he
Almost
can
half a
play the
stack.
pot for less than all of his chips.
Almost half a stack, yeah, because he rebought for 500.
Jason's only got 3 and change behind. Jack 8-3, 2 spades.
I can't.
I feel like that is a board. They're getting all in. But I mean, it's not hard. He's already all in before we even guessed.
Before we blink.
He was already in. Oh, wait, so it looked like
And a snap call.
Sean shoved and then Jason called, or
Look,
So going back to that
This
previous
Rich,
hand where we saw that Boss play against Wooderson, Andrew's pointing out that
See,
the equity
10,
with
8.
1 over and a club draw isn't good there, and how that's actually probably the worst hand that he might see there.
when he pops it back and the guy three bet shove.
when Nick leads there, how top 2 is just not in a great spot.
yeah.
Oh, right, top 2 with no redraw.
Yeah.
Because it was the 3 of diamonds, I think. Right? Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of 2-pair in PLO,
I know you're running
like
battles.
ever. Maybe if that's a rainbow board, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you can do that same move. You probably
And
get a fold.
it's different. It's different if they maybe would have been against
You have no idea how you see it.
against Jason, who we've seen stack off pretty light here.
Right.
We keep going back to that earlier hand where he stacked off with just a pair of 3s in the turn. It's
Bottom
still
pair.
bottom
I
pair.
didn't see that one. I heard you guys talking.
He barreled and then called off when
And-
the guy shoved on the turn.
And on a board of 3, 4, 9, 10 or jack 3, 4, 9, 10.
9-10.
3, 4, 9, 10,
Yeah.
clubs and spades. Jason had ace, king, 6, 3, no draw, no suits, just a pair of 3s. Gets it in bad. They run it twice, and Jason hits a king on both runouts for a better 2
I
pair.
have to get stuck before I can.
Rich
Jason
had,
calls off with bottom
Rich
pair.
had, yeah, top 2 and open-ended.
Pretty exciting. So, someone said in the chat that C2 is the best player in the game. I should probably get his name right. His name is Sean, is that correct?
No, C2 is Rich.
Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
C1
sorry.
is
Sean is one.
'Cause I thought
Okay,
that's
Rich.
what you were asking about.
Got it, Rich.
I mean,
Are they, He lost that hand.
I guess we have seen
but
it
that
play
doesn't mean
quite a few
anything.
slots.
Boss makes it 35 to go. Ace 8 4 deuce. Suited ace. Pretty junky hand. Gets calls from Rich and Dominic. Dominic's not been playing a lot of hands. Maybe he's getting a little bit bored here. Queen Jack 8 deuce. Ugh.
Boss was just practicing
Under
for
the
his
gun,
PLO8 whenever they decide to play that.
Big flop for Sean. Sean flops the mother load of all wraps.
Not too bad.
Almost the mother load of all wraps.
Pretty good.
Good enough on a
Pretty-
rainbow
pretty
board.
good.
That works.
Stupid pair gets in the way.
Bets 100, takes down
Zero
a pot.
action. Usually when you hit a flop that hard, you're probably not getting that much action. I feel like it's a safe flop to check. And did he act first? Because if Jason's prone to just potting randomly, at the
Yeah.
very least you'll pick that.
Yeah, I guess like against there are 4 people on the pot, maybe he thinks someone has to have something, right?
Well, that's it. On Ace Jack 9, that's gotta
Yeah.
smack someone, right?
Seems like it.
Yeah, but
Especially
no,
Dominic has been
He only
playing very.
has bottom pair.
no flush draw out there, so I think it's less likely that somebody is gonna.
Well, Dominic hasn't been playing very many hands at all. And now mind you, he
Yeah.
had a pretty junky hand there, the Queen Jack 8 deuce with the suited queen there.
Right.
But I mean, I would be led to believe the guy who's not been playing any hands at all, he calls a raise there. He's got to have some of that, right?
So
I mean-
Dominic is the
would
John
think, yeah.
Fox look like?
Quite
That's
possibly.
Dominic? Is that his
Dominic and Seaport is that? Yeah,
Oh, okay,
John Fox.
John Fox.
That's John Fox.
John. It's just like a fun name to say, even it. It's a little bit easier than Dominic.
Here we go, Jason. Jack 887. Gonna limp in.
Oh, so
Oh, really?
that's always nice if everybody limps for 5. Oh, a little bit of a
It
min
hasn't
raise.
happened very much.
Did Sean min raise?
Four
Or,
players. Might have been a straddle.
oh, okay.
Most
Queen
spots have been
7
straddled.
4, 2 diamonds. Sean has 9 high diamond. Draw.
Also got a pair of queens.
And a queen.
Looks like he's gonna make a pot-sized bet.
And no one else has much of anything unless Dominic wakes up with something.
Sean bets 40. Jason's going to call here. I feel like this
Yeah?
is well within his calling range. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Nope.
Feels
okay,
a little
never mind.
loose.
He'll
Well, the
for
problem
40
is the
and
pot
then
was too
pot.
small
Yeah,
for
that's
him
true. He
to-
can't
to
pot there
barrel
for
there.
300.
Yeah, he didn't care.
So it's not worth.
So Nick Colton jumps back in the game. He was talking about adding on.
I'm not even on scope.
5.5K from 500. That's a pretty good night.
How
too shabby.
normally played.
Yeah, pretty good ROI there. My in for 500 round up
Waiting for
to
somebody
5K.
Shove into it.
Good night.
It's alright.
Could be worse. But that could be worse. Did everybody buy him for 500?
That I don't know. I think Boss bought in for 1K. I think he bought it for 1K twice now. At least
'cause
twice
he's the
for
boss,
sure.
right?
'Cause he's the boss.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And I know. I
No
believe.
min buys for boss.
I believe Jared there we're gonna look at. I think he bought in for 1K. He's up over 4,500 now, I believe.
Are the whites? Those are just like ones or no?
The whites are hundreds.
Hundreds. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he's like
100.
drinking a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
100s.
Jared's got the straddle on. And Rich is gonna open up the pot. Makes it 35 to go.
I always wonder like how people look at their cards. Are you like a one at a time as you get them from the dealer kind of person in PLO?
Only if I'm under the gun, because then I just want to keep the action going. So I'll try to look at them as fast as I can, so that if I'm first act, I can just fold or open, keep the speed of the game up. Otherwise, no, I open all 4 at the same time.
Yeah. I've found that if you look at each one separately, it's just an emotional roller coaster. It's like, oh, I have the king of clubs, the 10 of clubs, and then a 7 of diamonds. And you're
Rich flops all 3.
like, there's no cards.
Can't handle it.
Hit it.
Got 6 outs to a boat. Nick bets 80.
It's weird to flop 3 pair.
You're blocking all your own boat outs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'd almost rather have a queen or something instead of the 10 there.
Queen on the turn. Probably gonna slow Rich down if he wasn't slowing down already.
He check called the flop, right? And then checked again.
Depending on Nick's sizing here, he might check call again. 150.
Yeah, I can see a check call here.
I think Rich can call
Don't
here.
change that in
Like a
right
half
now.
pot
Don't
bet.
change that in.
But like, if you think you're ahead here, do you just flat? Or you think
I
you
don't
actually
think
need to
one,
hit?
I don't think you ever think you're ahead here.
Yeah, I don't think he can raise. I mean, yeah, he has to be just trying to vote up with his calls.
Nick runs hotter than the sun over here. See?
Nick could definitely have a straight here, even with diamond.
And now Rich is in check fold mode. He bricks.
Yeah.
If he checks with
He
it.
can only win if it gets checked back.
Has he active yet? Oh, he did.
Can also bluff diamonds. Good point.
Now it looks like 400.
Nick's gonna bet no doubt what is Broadway here.
Yeah, I can't see Rich taking too long to fold here. But if you just like pots it.
375.
I didn't see the pre-flop action. I mean, I guess
Rich
this is a
open.
really difficult card.
Rich was originally
Rich
open,
open
And then Nick
checked.
just flatted behind.
Yeah, and then check. I'll check.
Oh, he's
What's
showing.
Nick showing?
I feel like if he's showing him not
show
Broadway.
us. Show us your wall.
I don't know, that really feels like if he's showing him and shrugging his shoulders, missed diamond draw maybe. But it's really hard to call two pair in that spot. That's kind of why you don't want to flop three pair.
Or three pair.
The hand's pretty much over for you at that point.
Extra boat outs though.
Yeah, extra.
Gay Corpse, I am going to run it up Reno. Will you be there? I don't even know who Gay Corpse is. He's like a phantom.
The only boss.
I met him in here, and I keep forgetting like who he
Maybe
really
I
is.
know
It's
him.
so bad. I feel like the biggest jerk.
The only boss way is the one-hand four-card peel in Omaha. I get it. I like it. That's a sweet move. I can't do it.
One card for
I do.
I mean,
I'll be
one
like-
hand, four card peel.
I'll look at
can't.
them all at once.
Yeah, I'm super awkward.
I try
I'm
not to
super
look at
awkward
them
looking
until-
at my cards.
Yeah.
I like to have them all lined up.
I do just love sitting next to the guy that's like this, and then he's like flicking them every once in a while. It's always
I'm
fun.
like shielding my eyes.
Callie Donks, you think there's no way that Nick's got Broadway there? I disagree.
How? No way.
I think Nick's got nothing
could barrel it.
but Broadway there.
He could barrel it.
I think that
because
he's more than
it
happy
seems
to.
Like,
Yeah.
seems like Rich doesn't have
I think it's
Broadway,
an easy,
but
like
he
easy river
could
to
be
to
bluffing.
bet.
I think. I wish we knew what he showed.
I feel like he showed him not a straight. I really feel like he showed him a bluff. Like maybe he missed diamonds. Maybe he had two pair also. Maybe he had ace 10 or something.
I think Nick's more than happy to check back there with two pair. That's just me.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
But if he
After
had
you
worse
fire
than
twice?
two pair,
Just an ace or something with the missed diamonds.
ace on the turn. Nick Colvin has a 5-5 flush draw on a paired board. Love it.
Yeah, that
And
works.
he's gonna gamble it
Am I
up.
misreading this? That's all you had, right?
Yeah, no, it's good.
That's a scary board. I mean, if
It was
you're the
because
first
we
one
were
to bet,
noodling
yeah.
him when he was in here.
Oh really? You're playing too tight?
Yeah.
Is he trying to make up for that? What is it? The folding the two pair with the nut club?
Exactly.
I see. This is
So we have people betting on that hand in the chat box. Andrew and I like Callie Dongs. Andrew's leaning 2-1, no max. That Wooderson had Broadway in that hand.
oh
Callie Dongs says book it.
okay. So who's deciding? We're just asking Nick.
Yeah, we'll ask Nick. Nick's not gonna lie about it.
Got it. Is there like this side action in the
showed
chat,
them
Nick?
anyway,
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Yeah, he showed Rich. Rich
Rich can
I love
confirm.
it.
Rich can
yeah,
confirm.
I like the
Sweet.
side action in the chat, guys.
Yeah. 2 to 1. That'll be
Love it.
interesting to see.
No max.
Because not only are you watching how the hand played out, but you're watching what happened afterwards when you showed him. And
I
the
think
shrug,
that's-
I think maybe it plays a little bit into him, or maybe.
I think him showing him is actually more like that he's showing him Broadway.
But
I think
it's
that's
with like
Yeah, but what?
with like a draw.
big diamonds.
With
or
like a
something.
with draws. Like I had this thing on lockdown.
Yeah, like an ace jack.
Yeah, but are you
Diamonds
potting
to make it
to make it look weak, or
$500
do you want to like value bet there, or is that pot bet a value bet? I don't know. That's why I
That's a
think
good question.
you're potting
Maybe
on the
he's
river.
trying to make
making-
it look a little bluffy or something.
It's a hard call for anybody to make without brother, obviously.
Yeah.
Or like it's
I
a
just
set.
froze up. We're back. Rich opens up the action here. He's got 4 cards Broadway.
4 players.
Makes it 30 to go. Dominic makes a call, as does Boss.
Actually, oh, no,
10, 9, 6. Couple of hearts. Good flop for Rich. You make a lot of cards. Any king, queen, jack, 8.
Not a 3.
Not the 3 of clubs.
Not the 3 of clubs.
Not gonna work. We have boss out a lot. Although if the 8 comes,
100 is the bet.
not excited. We don't know what Dominic has. Is Dominic the first to bet? Oh no.
So Rich bets here and Dominic calls.
So it was checked all around on the flop, and Rich led the turn.
Yeah, and Boss is potting here or raising. 260. Looks like
That's what it looks like. 260. 260.
260.
I feel like, I don't know. Are you making this call?
If you're Dominic or
Or
if
if
you're
you're
Rich.
Rich? I don't know. I mean,
If you're Rich, I'm calling. If I'm
how much does Boss have behind him? Like 5,
Boss, has got almost 7 behind.
7? Yeah.
I mean, Rich can't love the double suited,
Right.
two-tone board
Not a
without
fan.
hearts and clubs.
At least he knows what he needs to sweat.
3 on the river. Boss makes
Rick.
trips 3s.
Rich for Rich.
And Dominic called.
Dominic overcalled.
That's pretty crazy repot there
I feel like there's a.
from Boss.
I feel like maybe
He has
Dominic
like a low
has.
mini wrap.
I don't know. Maybe not.
What do you think, Dominic?
Who's he? What are you flatting there? A set? Hoping the board pairs?
Maybe like nut flush?
Maybe.
Could have 2 flushes. 2 flush draws.
Two flush draws, yeah.
Double flush draw.
And then he checks
Overpair.
Checks all the way to Boss, who's going to bet his trip 3s.
Wow.
the 300.
Snap full.
Oh. Bummer. I was hoping Dominic or John Fox had a set there.
Pretty thin value bet there.
A third of the pot? That's not bad. I mean, it's gonna be hard, right? Wasn't that 300 into 9, I think?
Yeah, I just mean with bottom trips.
Is
the way it played out.
anyone checking the boat there though?
Yeah.
After they all call after me.
No,
So
no,
often
yeah.
Boss is gonna check back there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
never going
anyone's
to check a boat.
Yeah, so I don't think anyone's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
check a boat to him because
The hardest part about being out of
like
position,
7-8
too.
though for a flop straight, but he had a 7
Yeah.
blocker, so
Someone said in the chat that Nick says he had ace, jack, 10
which
on the hand against C2, which would have been
Broadway.
Broadway, yeah.
with diamonds.
I guess, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Video streets. You bet. So it looks like, what's his name? Al Barber? A. Barber?
Andrew.
Andrew Barber
Yeah.
just made
Like $100
$100 sitting
Oh,
at
no.
home.
Andrew bet that he had a straight.
Right.
Yeah, and
he was
Callie
off
bet
on
against.
2 to 1.
And Callie's saying ship it, pay up. Oh, never mind.
No, Andrew
Right,
said
yeah,
ship it.
so,
Yeah.
I mean-
Andrew made $100.
Only on Twitch can you sit around and make $100 in the comfort of your own home. Well, I'm
Only
sure
on
there's
Twitch.
other ways to do that, but
Boss
a lot
opens
of
up the
us are
action,
Eagles fans.
makes it 30 to go with the Queen 10 9-3 1 suit.
Not a big fan. See, always on the button or
Jack 6-8
Cut
2
off.
diamonds.
cut off.
Sean's got little diamonds. Nick's got bigger diamonds.
Boss flops a little bit of that, right? Jack 8.
And Nick leads out. He's open-ended, he's got diamonds. Jason calls, top set, flats top set here.
Wow.
Boss is not going to get away from this. Which is fine.
Boss calls open-ended.
Deuce
And a
helps
perfect,
nobody.
beautiful blank for Jason.
Yeah, that makes Jason feel real good.
The old eye rub.
I feel like Jason's going to get it all in here. Or wait, what is it about 360? He can't get it all in, but he's going to get it.
Man, pretty close.
Actually, do you flat here or something? Maybe you don't. You don't want to let
I think
the...
he's got a raise here.
Well, once Nick puts it on. That's Nick also, right?
Yeah.
Other Nick?
Yeah.
And Andrew just, or not Andrew, sorry, Jason, no, okay, there we go, Jason chips it. And now they get it in. Twice as good, they say.
Oh, I thought he had
They're gonna
like
check.
Andrew said
crazy
flat.
lip reading skills, but he's
Jams.
listening to it
Yeah.
in the thing. That's why I'm like, wow, dude, how does he...
Yeah, we can hear
He's like ran it twice already.
Little talk,
Jeez.
yeah.
Great job. He turned out we didn't have
Here we go, two river cards. Nick's gonna get lucky. Not on the first one. And there,
Chop, yeah. You get
chop it up.
Wow.
Nick gets there on the second one.
I believe
I mean, I've been always doing bunch because I'm like,
could be worse if you're Jason.
yeah,
If you flop it the whole turn, do you run it twice, or do you have like does he stand and run it twice all the time?
I think you always run it twice there. Just because, especially with the diamond drawn board and that coordinated board, I mean, you're almost always gonna be facing a combo.
Pretty
draw
much
there.
what you're.
Yeah,
what
what
Nick
exactly what Nick had.
Yeah. No, yeah, fair enough. I wonder though, like if you're stuck, do you just say screw it and run it twice or once?
Well, that's what Jason's now just talking about. Jason's mentioning that right now, that
Yeah.
because of stuff you should have only run it once. I don't personally.
It's sort of a result-oriented
agree with that. Yeah, I mean,
response there. I think.
I just love that now Jason's tilted because he didn't run it once and he
didn't run
would have won. He would
So
have
you have to
shipped
have
it
like a
if he-
straight rule. I think. You just do it the same way all the time. I'm happy to run it twice just because it means you typically get to play.
Seems
You get to
logical,
play
but,
longer
you know.
typically. It
Don't
sucks.
always operate on logic.
Plus, it feels a little bit better when you spike both rivers than it does if you just spike one river.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, I agree, Andrew. Jason played it really well.
And of course, there's a lot of always been results oriented. Just like should have only ran once. I think you always run
I know,
that. Always
it's
run that
amazing.
board twice.
Yeah, and I
Twice,
think
3
he played
times.
that. He played it like that because he's deeper now. Finally,
Yeah.
if you just had 500 in front of him, he probably just gets it in on flop.
I feel like against the hand he was against, getting your money back is pretty solid. So it
Yeah.
could have been a lot worse. Because actually, what you say, min bot for 5, and he's got like 8 or something now.
He's in for 6 buy-ins, I think.
Oh right, I'm
So I
saying, but
think
he's got 8 in front of him now.
No, he's
Well,
in,
he had
he's
doubled
got
up.
about $1 grand in front of him.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
he's still stuck. He's still stuck a solid 2K
He's
right
up
now.
around $1 grand now.
10, 4, 7, 2 spades. Nick's got 9 high spades. Everyone's still not cooperating with putting the cards on their hand.
Flop bomb.
It's kind of fun to assume what people have. Looks like Sean's just gonna take that. Nope, boss.
Boss has got nut spades.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
I
go.
thought you just made that up. It was over there. I was
Wizard.
like, how'd you know?
Wizard.
Where was
The
he?
amazing.
I saw that.
and the
Wasn't there an
lovely.
ace of spades on the board?
At the Jake. Yeah, because it's over there. It's kind of confusing when that happens.
I'm giving you no action, Andrew. Kick rock. Andrew's asking what odds can you get for McRoberts breaking even.
Wow. Well, if you play that kind of volatile style,
I believe
he's
in
either
him.
going to get stuck double or be
believe in
even
him.
in like 3 hands.
Boss now makes it straight.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't hate that board.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Second nut straight. Nut spade draw. You can't see what Sean has.
Sean checks. So.
Looks like 260. 265 from Boss.
It's a cool, like, one color shark's hat on. Just all gray. A little bit of white. Pretty sharp.
Like a boss. 40 blue, table 11.
So Sean led the flop.
So Sean
Called
for
the-
the table 11.
Looks like he's gonna call.
Maybe he has Jack 9.
Does he have
Forward
other
pairs.
spades?
Wow.
Or is he? Wow.
10 of clubs.
That is a very bad card for Boss, especially after he flats there. Check
Flats
calls.
twice. Check, check.
Yeah.
So boss might win.
Gotta be Jack 9 or set or two pair, right?
When check, check.
Oh,
Two
looks
pair
like
for a
boss
vote?
lost.
Yeah. So he has
Jack 9.
Jack 9.
Would have to be Jack 9.
Yeah, he must
I
have
don't-
been
I don't
considering
think-
repopping
He's
or
not-
something.
I don't think Sean's ever checking sevens full there.
Chip, please.
This one will reach me
Yeah,
because he gets checked back so often there.
And boss
it felt
only
like
showed him
that.
ace king and spades. Like he didn't show him the main straight, so
Yeah.
maybe he knew it was irrelevant. Jack 9 seems reasonable. Are you gonna flat twice with two pair?
Live 10, everybody.
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. Unless it was 10-8, right? It's something else. Yeah, it felt like he had made the nuts with Jack 9 on the turn and was considering, am I supposed to repot or something?
Yeah, well, he's worried about getting free rolled. Again,
Yeah,
if boss has a Jack 9 with a spade
Yeah,
draw,
he has
or
no
Jack 9 with a
redraw.
set, set of 4, set of 7, something like that, then he's free rolling.
Yeah.
So,
Nice pot there by Sean.
Barber says 4-4-XX. I don't think so. I don't think Sean ever doesn't bet the turn there with when he makes when he fills up there. Just
River.
because the way boss played the hand, I think boss is going to check back his straight most all the time, and he's going to check back all of his two pair hands.
Yeah, when the spades
They
miss,
get counterfeited. Yeah, you can check, and spades don't get there. If it's a spade that falls, well, the 10 spades is already on board, so can't really be the 10 spades. But if a spade, if a card came that paired the board and complete the flush draw, then maybe Sean goes for check raise. I just don't think Sean's ever checking.
Or why are you
full there.
calling? Why are you calling with fours to check when you boat?
That's
On the river.
that's why I think it's definitively Jack 9 and nothing else.
Looks like John Fox might have a hand he wants to play.
I think he definitely flashed Jack 9 there.
Yeah.
Just like I said, because it's so easy. We saw that earlier in the hand between Nick Colvin and Mick Roberts. It's not hard to get free rolled in this game.
Yeah.
Both players be sitting on the same nut straight, but someone's got a flush draw or got a set.
Yeah, set or flush draw with it, and if Sean has no redraw, he wants to do a little pot control and just.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. He's out of position.
Jack only. Jack 3. Mid service. Wait, I have it straight.
It looks like it was like 4, 5, 6, 7 on the board. Or 3,
So-
4.
3, 4, 5, 7.
I was still
Now Andrew's trying to make more money in the chat. Now here's the thing: we're on a 25-minute delay, so Andrew's not that guy. Andrew would never text Sean ahead of time. He never would do that.
Well, he did say friendly bet, so you know he's not trying to anger.
All right, Andrew,
It was friendly bet.
book it.
What's the bet? What did you just bet?
I'm saying that he had Jack 9. I'm saying that he had Jack 9. Andrew's saying that
4, 4.
he might have had 4, 4, 7, 7. It was one with
Anything
check raise.
besides Jack 9, yeah.
Yeah, others. Well, he won the pot, so it's got to be 4, 4, 7, 7, or 8, 8, or 10, 7. You could, I guess, get it 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8.
So is it any boat or just 4, 4?
Well, it would have to. He's got others.
Anything besides
I've got
He's playing the
Jack
field.
9.
You're playing Jack 9.
Okay, so Andrew, in the event that he's got Jack 9, 4, 4, who wins?
It's a push.
It's a push.
This is
It's a push.
Hold on, what?
If he has
Oh, Jack
4,
9,
4
4,
and Jack, push.
Well, that's pretty much impossible because then he would have potted the turn,
Jack Link. Welcome.
right?
Callie Dunk
Then
says.
he would have raised
Yeah,
the
he would have
turn.
raised the turn. He would have raised the turn free
pretty
roll.
much impossible
Free
for
rolling
that.
boss. Yeah, free rolling boss. He would have raised the turn.
He says only an idiot flats Jack 9 on the turn. That's what Callie Dunk says.
I just
I feel like that might be harsh.
go back and watch the hand between Colvin and Mick Roberts, and you see exactly why. Sometimes have
Yeah.
on the turn having a vulnerable, nut hand.
Have you never gotten free rolled?
I know I have. And Andrew's just, trying to rake in the money here in the chat box.
That's right.
What do you do on Monday nights? Oh, I prop bet Twitch, the Stone stream.
Yeah, that would be an interesting prop bet.
yeah.
Who is going to be up more money, Andrew or Jason, by the end of the stream?
There's the real bet.
That's the prop
There's
bet.
another
Or do
one.
we get like handicap that somehow? Like,
Andrew doesn't have to play this game. He's making more money in it than
right, he's already up. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's already
100.
up.
So he's 2,100 up on Jason right now.
So this one limps around. Limped pot here.
King, King, Queen. Rich has got
6
trip
ways.
kings.
King, king, queen.
Still waiting to see the board pop up on the graphic. There we go. No suits.
Oh, was that? Oh, that is it. Okay, there it is. It's in the middle. Oh, there he goes.
Rich fills up on the turn.
Nice.
He's got kings full of threes. 10 on the river. And now Dominic is casually going to throw out 75.
Wow.
75.
He maybe as a king and he's about to get cooler.
What happened there? How did we...
Oh, he won the hand.
Sean folded.
Who didn't?
But didn't Rich had... Oh, so
had
Rich must have folded... Rich must have folded pre-flop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Rich folded
Yeah, it
pre-flop.
was only, it was heads up actually.
Are the chips RFID too?
No,
So they're just
our normal chips.
okay. That's good because I feel like those would be expensive.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to, keep up on all the rebuys and with all the chips moving around, like the stacks, but
Does everybody? It looks
They
like
get
everybody at the
pretty close.
table is nice and they're stacking them in 20 stacks, and not these weird like 33 stacks or whatever.
Yeah, I
Here's the
think- I
question:
think
How many
everyone's-
green chips is that right there? This is good
yeah,
practice
I
for
don't
the
know,
summer.
maybe like 21.
It's like 24. 24 greens. Maybe
Okay.
closer to like 26.
It's hard with the angle though.
It's really annoying. But what happens is you just get to like, it's more than 20 and less than 30.
Yeah.
Jason makes it 40 to go with kings. It's got one suit. And Boss will not play the king jack 3 deuce. The Macdo bot gets a
Picks up
little bit
another
more.
small bot. What do you call it?
The Macdo bot.
Macdo bot.
He's a Macdo
The
pressure.
Macdo bot.
The Macdo
Okay.
bot.
Is that? Did you give him that game? Or?
No, God, I can't. I would love to take credit for that. I did not
Oh.
take credit for that. No.
King's full.
Do it.
So Nick, wow, Nick's up to like 6K. Is that
Jesus.
real?
On one $500 bullet.
So that's,
Whoever said this wasn't going to be a good game.
If people were complaining that people, they're too shallow, can we how shallow they are? Like,
isn't that
Exactly.
8?
I mean,
The
we knew this was
greens
gonna
are
happen.
25?
greens are 25 each.
Isn't that 8K? Plus whatever orange he has?
Does he have 16 stacks of green?
No, okay, I was after.
Yeah,
you're right.
500 each stack. Yeah.
I was doubling.
Yeah.
Still not a bad day. I mean,
So,
not too
can
shabby.
someone, Andrew?
Not too bad.
You have Sean's phone number, I'm assuming, and we can get
Now I have a chance.
anyone can confirm it.
There's no way Sean's gonna win this pot. You didn't set to you, Sean. There's no way that
So Jared raises under the gun. Is that right? 35?
figuring out.
Yep, just like it.
Sean
6-4,
calls.
3 deuce.
Jason calls. Not in that order.
Jared opens up the action at 35 with a deuce, 3, 4, 6, 3 clubs.
It actually looked like Nick opened.
Nick opened.
35. Jared had straddled and just called.
Okay, Jared
Yeah, he
straddled, okay.
was the action there.
Queen 7-5, all hearts. Rich has got the jack 10 of hearts.
Not a bad day. Let's see what Sean
Can't see Dominic's hand. As far as we can tell, he's the only one that's flopped a flush here. 6 of hearts on the turn. Rich has got the 8 of hearts blocker.
Yeah, what point do you bet here?
I felt like
Rich?
Sean looked at his hand and was like, what can I do with this? Just go crazy.
And Nick Golden with the old 8-9. That's the straight, no hearts.
Wow. And Rich with the gut shot straight flush draw.
We kind
redraw.
of love being in the cutoff with What is that? Third nut flush? And an extra heart in your hand? Not too bad. Too bad he can't hit the 9.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Was it bet to 65, 2 callers? Or 1 caller, and then Rich
And Rich
raises.
makes it 280 to go.
Oh wow. Boss.
Boss with top set here.
Oh, sick. And two of his blockers, 2 of his full house blockers there.
Oh wow.
5-7.
Yeah, it's not a great. It's not the best spot to be in.
That's a,
So 8 outs. But he could be up against a straight flush.
I feel
Straight
like
flushes don't happen. I don't believe in them. They're like unicorns.
It happened occasionally. Another heart. And now, wow, with all those hearts, do you ever feel like you're good here
Wow.
as boss?
Well, it's getting progressively less likely that someone has a flush. So
Right.
And it's really interesting because Rich has the third nut flush, and boss seems like, oh, check. I guess. It would have been really interesting to see what happens if boss leads the river.
yeah, I think boss leading rivers is pretty suicide there.
Yeah.
After Rich raises the turn, he's completely uncapped.
He is coming in. Can I get
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, I think that's total suicide.
Wouldn't you feel pretty safe if you're Rich betting here then? Checking with all those hearts, do you have a flush?
With the jack high flush, the problem is boss is gonna call a raise there with the queen high king high flush
Yeah,
there a lot of times.
And check because he doesn't have the nuts.
And there aren't that
Yeah.
many hands that he's actually getting called by.
Sounds good, Andrew. We have it confirmed that Sean had the jack 9.
Nice.
Great job.
Good read, bro.
So now you've made more money.
Yeah.
I owe you 20, Jake.
We get an update on the prop bets.
Yeah. Andrew's still up. He's still up. He's up 80
Up
now.
80, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Not too bad. Now we have to think of more bets.
The fun just
We've never met
ends
A-Corps?
here.
Really? I could have sworn I met you in here one night and I was like, and you're like, oh,
It's like a play on.
I don't know what it's
Oh, I don't know. I thought, isn't there a guy in Somerville's job? Ray Corp? I don't know why. Every time I hear Ray
Yes, but that's a different person.
Gay Corp, or is it just like
Oh,
really
it's
big
even
fan
worse.
of
He had
like,
2 of the jack. Oh, wow. So maybe
erotic zombies or something?
he had jack 9X. Huh.
Jack 9X.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So he's blocking another jack.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I guess maybe you can think about raising the
You got the
turn,
extra
then because you're blocking the jack 2. There's less jack 9 combos out there. So you can.
Yeah.
So now
yeah,
if you're Sean,
yeah,
now maybe
yeah.
I mean, it's still not impossible to be getting free roll. We all know that, but it's
Yeah.
now if he's blocking another jack, I think now it's at least more of a consideration to raise the turn.
Yeah.
The problem is, I still think, feel like, when you're out of position there, if a spade falls, or there's spades, right? If a spade falls or the board pairs as it did, and you check,
The board paired, yeah.
after if you raise the turn, and then the board pairs or spade falls and you check,
Yeah.
I think it's a really great bluff spot for
Right.
the villain to just now to pot it. And to put all the
Yeah.
pressure on you, and regardless of either one that comes, because then it looks obviously once you check raises there, even though boss would only be flatting with the idiot into the straight, he's
Yeah.
got to know that he can possibly have bluff outs there if Sean checks river
Yeah, I think
to the board
right.
pairing or spade falling.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was just kind of playing it safe, out of position.
Yeah.
Not too much experience with this game.
Is Sean the one that's playing for the first time?
Yeah,
Oh.
way less likely he's getting free roll there.
Yeah.
Like the only considered problem is then if a spade or the board pairs and you check, you're kind of opening yourself up to. On the other side, you got a great bluff catcher, So it's like
Right.
You can, but that's if you're gonna raise
That's
the turn
gonna be
there.
a big bluff.
And if you raise the turn there,
Then
and
it's
I
going to
think
be a
you,
massive bluff.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pocket's huge.
Boss is all in for what, 500 or something at that point.
I'm trying to decide, and you're trying to figure out in my head what do you do there if the the board pairs are spade
I
and,
think
your
it's okay.
your opponent pots it. If you go check, he pots. After
like
you
you
raise
have a hard time calling.
turn. Now once you raise turn, he knows you got Jack 9.
Well, and also
Excess.
sets are so much in his range if he just flats.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're assuming also that he calls that big check raise.
I think he was trying to avoid that spot.
Looks like Jason's.
Andrew says he had the
some
perfect
checks.
stack to check pot turn.
Yeah. So Nick.
With having another
Nick
Jack
led
in his hand, I
125
agree.
here. Nick led 125 here.
Wait, so is his pot bet on
Jason
the turn
raised.
getting him all in? Because if you can get all in on the turn, I think that's fine.
Well, the point,
Not all of
the other
it.
thing is, like I said, I was like, oh, what do you do if your opponent, has, the spade or the board pairs? What do you do? Well, Sean can't check fold because then he would have been mostly all in
Right,
anyway.
yeah.
So
So you
then
got like
you
100
can't fold.
behind and
So
it's
yeah,
right in the
even
pot,
if
so-
you have anything behind, you're jamming any river anyway.
Right.
And if your opponent got there, happy birthday.
Right,
Good for you.
It looked like he if he potted, he would have had like
He would've-
400 or something.
Yeah, he would have been effectively all in.
Yeah.
Looks like Jason and Nick are playing a pretty big pot. Jason double.
Wow.
I didn't see exactly the hand.
Oh, we don't see that.
Jack
oh,
7. And
King
Jack 7
Jack
winning.
7-5.
That's the winner.
Jack 7-5.
Yeah, Jack 7.
Two pair. Oh, Jack 7. What did Nick have? Like a straight draw plus draw?
Jason jumped in the pot with King Jack 7-5 all diamonds.
Yes.
You guys can hold this thing down, right?
Good luck.
Yeah, this is almost
Which is-
over,
is-
so we can get in the game.
I think at a moment Jason thought maybe they were playing 5
Chips on 11.
because that's a really
It's possible.
Jason was playing a lot of high-low hands
Yeah, I
earlier too.
think he
There's a
thought
lot
we
of
were playing
ace-3s,
chips
ace
on 11.
combinations he was playing.
For sure.
I don't need it like that.
I think chips on 11.
Now there's a little card dance on the screen.
Whoa.
The board is having some fun.
Yeah, I mean, back to that hand. I think that was Sean's hesitation. He's
Yeah.
like, hold on, am I supposed to pot this?
Well, like I said, because of Sean's
Decided to go-
inexperience in PLO,
exactly,
and
then
by his own
solve
account,
this, Yeah.
Well, this earlier you guys were talking about blockers. I think that's probably not something that occurred to Sean. Like, oh,
He's got. I have two of the jacks here. It's really hard for him to have.
maybe.
Blocks.
Oh, well, I mean, but that crosses over to. I mean, that's a whole
That's a
new set.
hold'em
Yeah,
thing, too.
Sean
Yeah.
plays. I mean, so much hold'em. It's not like I don't think Sean's been completely.
Maybe he's just trying to
Sean
reduce
plays
the
one
swings.
pretty high level.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows this is a big game. He plays pretty big, and he doesn't want
Yeah.
to throw in his whole stack.
And free rolling's a real thing. So.
Right? No, yeah.
Yeah.
You can always
It's real.
be at risk. I mean, he was in a sense
For sure.
from the spades. Looks like
Wow, Jason chipping up. Andrew making money.
oh, did someone take that bet? Oh, you took the bet.
No, God, no, not that
Oh,
bad.
okay.
God, I would never.
Someone actually gave you action on that. That's awesome. How close are we to even? It's still like
Not
it's
even.
like 1,500 down.
About 1,500 away.
We're
Yeah.
about one pot away.
That's about
But,
one.
yeah. Well, the way Jason plays, it's happening right now. Here
Exactly.
it comes. Just throw him the deuce, 9-8, double seated. Under the gun +1, all diamonds.
We can
King Jack
usually see
5-7.
the cards. We can usually see the cards.
So this is the ghetto version of Live with the Bike. Hey, I've been to the bike and I've been to Stones. Stones is way nicer than the bike.
Yeah.
The bike
So
is
the
the ghetto.
problem that we're having here is some of the players are not putting their cards on the readers. It's
Yeah, like that. If he's holding it like that, the reader.
you see the reader in front of the player right there, and when it goes back over to Sean, you'll see he's got his cards completely off the reader. Not only do you have to have them on the reader, but you kind of have to have them fanned out a little bit. The readers don't like when the cards are stacked on top of each other.
Jared, a perfect example of how not to get the cards to be read, right?
It's not,
That's not too bad.
It's not terrible. But
it has
the readers also
nothing.
run, across the diamond, that way. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Sean's is
you
just
don't put 'em
completely off the diamond.
exactly horizontally or something.
It's like we need like what they used
I
to
think
do.
they know how to do it. They're just being on it.
But they're also focused on the game,
Right,
too,
right, right.
so I can see that being a thing that maybe they're not realizing.
Yeah.
Looks like Sean.
Sean bets 180, takes down the pot.
Great job, Sean. So Sean is up, right? He started the.
We do have a mic
Yeah.
to the dealer.
Pretty sure he-
And our director manager Justin's been over the table 4 or 5 times, 5 or 6 times maybe.
Yeah.
Telling the players where to put their cards in the radar, and poker players are creatures of habit, and they just don't want to cooperate, evidently.
I
Since they
yeah, I
feel
think they
behind
know
you?
how.
Yeah, that
They
would
just,
seem-
I don't know, maybe they're getting tired. I don't know what's going on. But it definitely looks like it's user error. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
really like, you can see that they're not putting them. It looked like Jared was trying there in that hand, but the cards might have been turned.
It's the orientation of the cards. It's,
Yeah.
I've been on the table on a couple of the finals before, and it's you kind of generally have to have one asshole on the table who's on top of everyone. The dealer doesn't like being that person, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
barking at people, telling people what to do. You
Right.
generally need someone in the game to be a prick about it.
Yeah.
I would really expect that prick to be Nick Colvin. He knows
Right,
something. I mean, he's helping put this game on, host this game.
That's great.
Because he's no. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Nick is funny. I played. I think it was a bounty tournament here, and he was at my table. And there was this guy that would not stop giving him ideas for T-shirts, which was like, I'm saying every 2 seconds another cliche or quote about what he should put on a T-shirt. You know, most of which we've already heard before. And so I know he didn't want to say it. So I actually said, I was like, if you keep it up, you might actually get him to pay you to stop giving him ideas.
Maybe that
So it was
his
pretty
goal.
funny. Yeah, exactly. He's like, hey, you should give me a job. I'm come up with these really
Jason-
creative T-shirts.
Jason raises to 35, gets called by Sean and Nick W.
We have to pause to recognize all the great Back to the Future references in the chat. Somebody said
Oh,
you should
nice.
go back to 25 minutes ago
Yeah.
to tell them to fix the cards. And then Phil Helmuth says fire up the DeLorean. Hey Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Right. What a fantastic dude.
Yeah, we have to go back to the future to tell them to fix their cards. So what do you guys want us to do? I mean, we're on a 25-minute delay here.
Jason's gonna check call. 9742
He does it
hearts.
with a nice little.
6 of hearts on the turn, and that's a great card for Jason to barrel.
Definitely smacks Jason's range.
If you're Jason, I don't know how you don't bet that card.
Did he check already?
And I think you go bet here. If he's really got it, maybe you go check raise.
Oh wow! So he checked in?
Or check call lead.
So
160.
Sean continued on the flop, so I mean he could have nut hearts here.
Jason's calling.
I don't see him barreling the turn with anything but a flush here, really.
So Jason
It's
just checked calling.
Sean.
Yeah, but it's PLO.
That's a
He's
great
been-
card for
he's
Sean.
been
The same way
pretty
that's a
solid.
great card for Jason. And once
Yeah,
Jason
yeah,
checks,
that's true, that's
if
Yeah,
you're Sean in that same spot, then you got to bet the card for the same reasons.
yeah.
Even more so for him if he doesn't have it. And it checks back, so obviously he didn't.
So he just check calling with 2 pair
Yeah, he
or a
just
weak
gives
flush
up on
or
the
a
river.
straight here? What is he? I don't see any red cards. It looks like he.
Pushing McRoberts the pot.
Did he have 2 pair there? Or no, he must have the straight. I saw a 5 and a king. All black cards. But
Jason probably had maybe a set of 7s, set of 4s.
or like 5-8. King 5-8 something.
Yeah, something like that. I think I saw a king and a 5. So,
Yeah, that's the only part of the hand.
Yeah, what else could that
But
be?
it could be
except
It's Jason. He's playing any 4-card combo. So you
maybe
get
5-3,
a
5-8.
King 5-7-7, King 5-7-4.
Yeah.
The
all
Macdo beats.
clubs. Yeah, they were all black. So I guess that's why you check calling a straight there. Maybe he had a. I really want to see John Fox getting
5, 6, 9, 7 open-ended and top 2 and open-ended maybe.
Who?
McRoberts.
I think
Oh, you
I
saw
saw
it.
He definitely had king and a 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they had a king,
Yeah.
king and a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So he could have had like king 5-8 random. The funny, what I find interesting is so John Fox, aka Dominic, really John Fox.
Was also AKA Matt, from what we're being told. He's got
Yeah,
a couple
he
names
might
he's
be
going
Matt.
by. And we're totally blowing his cover.
Sorry, whatever the top secret name is. But so what happens when he gets a hand? He hasn't played a hand since I've been sitting down. He's gonna pull aces, pot, and everyone's gonna fold. He's gonna lose all the action that you might get.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't know. There's two ways of playing. You can play
Right.
every hand, like Jason appears to be doing, which makes a very swinging game already way more swinging.
but look, now he's.
All right, exactly. Now he's got chips,
rolling.
but he's still behind.
Boss opens up to 35. Jason puts in a re-raise out of the small blind. And we saw Jason do the same thing with some random ace-king hands early. Ace-king 6-5, you had ace-king, what else did you have? You did it with an ace-king 3-6. How was the other hand he did? That was the ace-king 6-3 hand.
Oh yeah.
He re-raised out of the small blind and then just kind of barreled off.
Barreled, yeah.
So boss folded.
Just playing position.
Jason's liking
Yeah.
having some chips to play with. The third biggest stack of the
First
table
to bet
now,
is
1.7k, but he's still down, what, like 2.3k?
Yeah, I think he's
He favored him for
Still,
5 or
he's still
6?
stuck a little bit, but he's well on his way.
Oh, 3, okay. Eh, not
Well
bad.
on his way to back being in black.
When you're down 3k, you get back up to 2. It feels pretty good.
Feels good.
Yeah,
man.
feels good. Yeah.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, when you're stuck 3K, now you're only stuck 1.
That's a
All
win.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
the book it.
Yeah, when
right?
you're down like 1,000, 2,000, you feel like you're winning.
Yeah.
We had a one time during that game you were talking about, the dealer's choice game. Dan O'Brien
Oh, yeah,
was there
yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
And we started to play Laden Things with what your biggest losing night was.
Yeah.
And so we were guessing what I think Dan's biggest losing night was or something. And somebody was guessing like 13k or like he plays
No,
a
it
lot
has
of
to be
like
more than that.
5'10".
Has to be more than that.
I don't know. I didn't really keep
Did you
track.
get the answer?
15 to 20.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I
about,
really
it's,
think
it's,
sound
well, it's
that
about what someone thinks. So,
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
so
what
the
it
guess
actually
was
is.
somewhere.
Matter what
The
the
guess
real
was
one.
somewhere around like.
If you know he plays 5'10", you got to think at some point you've had some, at least a 10K downswing.
Right,
Yeah.
Except,
I imagine-
doesn't he like also play 100, 200 sometimes? Like,
I'm not
I
sure.
have no idea.
I don't really keep track of Dan O'Brien. I run into him every once in a while.
Sometimes.
He has a pretty killer beard going on right now.
Yeah, no, serious
Yeah,
beard
crazy,
envy going on.
yeah.
Like it's real.
Yours is looking pretty good.
Beard envy's real.
That's it. He's one of the worst.
Nick's gonna just call with his 3-5-7-8 double suited.
He's only won like one
Probably the right play there.
one call for penny
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
not
I like
terrible, I
it.
guess.
That's a good call. I think it's a real good
You
call.
want to see,
Yeah. See if I'm in position.
that's a decent,
And San Diego, Andrew's gonna
terrible.
take over 20K all day.
Not too bad.
But that's the variable. It's what's the highest that he's playing? Is the highest that O'Brien's playing 5'10" or what?
oh yeah, I'm not sure.
That's-
I think,
Right, that's key
That's
information.
right. I have no idea where.
I assume that's his main
that's
game.
probably
I think
his
5'10",
regular game,
But
but
if you say the most you've ever lost, then you have to think about like
yeah.
one of the biggest games you played in probably.
God, if I can get stuck 25-2600 in a 1-3 game, I mean, 50,
Which is very possible
Which is
here at
PLO or no
Stones.
limit?
no limit.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So
Very
yeah,
possible here at Stones gets pretty deep.
yeah. So if I can do that here, I mean, someone to stack off, I think, and if you know someone who's playing 5'10", 15K is probably the starting point for like
Exactly, yeah.
It's a bad card on the turn for
Yeah,
Nick.
pretty
It's
bad
not-
for Nick's hand
It's
there.
not a terrible flop for your hand to
Yeah,
see
it's
a
not
turn, but
terrible,
that's
but the turn is terrible.
it's a lot of turns you don't hate. You hate the king of clubs. I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty awful.
For sure.
I like playing those hands, the 8, 7, 5, 6 type hands. In the
Yeah, they
middle.
pop
Yeah.
up.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
I would prefer to play it multiple ways just so somebody else can catch something on it, but whatever. It's not too bad. I find, I don't know, I played PLO in a couple different places. Like I went to St. Louis a couple months ago and played. This was like one of the dudes was playing on Bovada, PLO. And he's like, oh, I made 3,000 while I was waiting to sit down. And it's like, okay, well, maybe I'm at the wrong table.
I may or may
I think
not
I
have done
lost
that.
like 500 or something. I tripled up the very first hand.
It happens.
And then,
Very swingy game,
yeah,
as evidenced by Jason McRoberts tonight.
yeah. Now he's
But
got to the
you
point
always
where he's
get it
got to
back,
lean
you
over
know?
the stack.
You always get it
If
back.
you keep
yeah.
barreling, you always get it back. Like,
Always.
look at Jason. Just have to have enough barrels.
Jared opens for 40. It looks like.
I
Travis says
feel like
35.
Jason's also offering coaching after this on how to shove. He's got very good, very
All you gotta do
strong.
is rewatch the
Songs,
stream and
right?
study,
Yeah.
you know? That's the
He likes
beauty.
doing that. Oh, it looks like Dominic's actually going to
Dominic
flop.
will defend the straddle.
Nice.
Nice, I like it. I would have loved to see him 3-bet the strat, but he probably needs like the nuts to do that.
He's playing pretty snug.
Yeah. This looks like an action
little
board.
time.
Once again, Dominic's displaying how not to hold your cards on the reader. Board pairs, complete
He
the
doesn't
diamond
look
draw.
like terribly happy either. I feel like this is an easy pot for
Pretty
Jason or Jared. I feel like
Scary turn.
based on his body language, I'm betting that turn 100% of the time if I'm Jared. I'm betting here too. I mean, I guess if
Yeah.
you have nothing,
Just
but
looks
he doesn't look like he wants to play the hand anymore.
Shows the straight.
Oh wow.
Ace, king, queen, 10.
Maybe I was wrong. I feel like he folds if he bet the turn. Whatever. I mean, there's not a lot of money in the pot, so maybe it's not even really worth it. But he looked.
No, I think he
interested in that.
probably folds turn if he bets it.
Yeah.
I don't think
He looked completely
diamond
uninterested.
draw completed, board paired. I don't think he's chasing the straight there.
He did the equivalent of clicking the check fold box online, right?
Yeah.
He was just like, he couldn't stop checking.
So yeah, thanks to Deej Poker partnering with us.
Yeah, great game. And it really is great. PLO's going off here on a regular basis. Every Monday, Wednesday
Yeah.
night. It's going off on the weekends. It's been really fun here.
Yeah, for
really
like
fun.
a Monday, Wednesday, it's crazy how much action there is in here, you know?
I want to play this game.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
I feel like I didn't bring enough to play to Jason's left. So I think Sean's doing pretty well considering,
Oh yeah,
You know-
Sean's found himself in a few good spots.
yeah. And it actually,
For sure.
maybe that's the best seat too, because if anybody's going to shove light and get all their chips in, it seems to be Jason.
Yeah, we know, you know, the issues with the card readers tonight. You know, sorry about that. We're definitely working on it and trying to get the players to cooperate. But yeah, it's not really a problem with the
played Iraq.
2-card
I
games.
we went for the road.
So-
I think you said we went for the road.
I never played Iraq.
Oh, this is,
Never.
I do.
I feel like he played his hand on the button. 9873.
I'm not superstitious.
With zero action
Life, I'm
into
superstitious.
2 games.
All of it gambling, I'm superstitious.
Just kind of play a
Don't know what
position
Nick
here.
has. Don't know what Dominic has. And Voss is in there. Oh, Voss must have called.
Queen 10-4. Queen 10-4 rainbow.
And now you peace out. And Voss,
Or you just barrel.
oh, here we go.
Oh,
Dominic
okay.
probably
Dominic's gonna
has.
lead. I'm guessing everyone's folding.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what happens when you don't really play with many hands. Oh no, Nick's
Yeah.
gonna give him some action. Gonna peel one.
So.
King of diamonds on the turn.
Oh,
I feel like
he
that-
called. Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
even see that.
Oh, check, check. So, my guess is Dominic has like Queen 10 here. If he's gonna
Yeah, he obviously didn't like the king,
lead the
right?
flop, check the turn,
Yeah, he didn't like the king.
and now Nick. Was that the 3 of diamonds? Oh, maybe he has weak diamonds.
3 of hearts. 3 of hearts.
What's it? Oh, it's set of 10s.
Ah,
Set of 10s. Okay,
Yeah,
well
he did it
something.
pretty snug.
Yeah, he didn't like
yeah.
the possible straight card. All right, great job, Dominic.
So next No Limit Hold'em stream is Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday we have a 5-10.
Yep, 5-10 this Wednesday.
Everyone get your bios in by Wednesday at noon
For the Saturday Survivor Series
Survivor.
Are
game.
you playing?
No, not playing the Survivor Series game. On this Saturday, we're gonna have David Tuckman and Veronica doing commentary.
Oh, nice.
Lon McCarron is gonna pop in for a little while. You get Lon chatting it up a little bit. I won't
Yeah,
be playing in the
it's
Survivor
awesome.
Series. I don't believe. I'm gonna try to get into the employee event, as I'm sure Val will as well.
I will
Is that
try.
only?
for
I
sure.
want to play that just because dealer's choice. I mean, I want to play Badoogie on the stream.
Fill out an application, become an employee.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go. Yes, this is-
All you gotta do
I'll
is work
serve
here,
you
no
guys
big
water.
deal.
What if I just
Yeah.
walk around and just grab people waters for free or something?
There's still a few seats open in this Saturday Survivor Series game. You just gotta fill out a bio, submit it
Seat open.
to
Stone Survivor.
Stone Survivor
At,
at stonesgamblingHall.com. And for that, for that matter, submit your bios for all the games.
Yeah.
So they got it. All they have to be in by Wednesday at noon of that week. But we got
It's
no.
like this looks like it could be a really big pot at the end of the night here. There's a lot of hands that people want to play.
Nick's gonna open up to 35 with ace 10-3. Pretty naked aces.
I feel like Jared can They're all going to see the flop. Oh wow.
10-5 deuce.
10-5 deuce.
It just
Now Colvin's got the nut blocker again.
Again.
we'll see. And top pair.
Boss has an 8 high flush.
Yeah. Boss seems aggressive enough that if it checks him a few times, he's gonna bet it.
It checks through on the flop. Jack of clubs on the turn. Effectively a brick. Now Boss is going to lead his flush.
I don't think he's gonna get very much action.
Now here we go, Nick.
Oh, Dominic though. Dominic
Alright, Nick,
is-
pressure's on.
Can Nick pull the trigger? Now,
Pressure's on.
I think with all the shit we gave him earlier
Right.
about,
Yeah, he's
playing the nut
thinking- you can tell
blocker
he's
so
thinking about
well.
That's what
He's like they're
thinking
watching
about.
it. Whoa, he floated.
No, that's
He
what
just
he's thinking
floated.
about.
I guess the float.
And the only plan here can be now the board pairs. This might open up the little window of opportunity if Boss checks here. Nick knows he can't have the nut flush. Also, you know, what do you
What's
check
in the
the
pot?
set?
325. Oh, they check.
Check. Oh, Nick goes for showdown value with the aces. That's gross.
Oh, he angry checked too. He was not excited about that. I think he felt like he wanted to bluff that.
I really felt that's what he was doing when he.
Yeah, he was mad that he
When he flipped the
didn't
turn,
pop it
Yeah,
on
once
turn.
you float the turn for him, you're not doing it because you think ace is good. You're not doing it because you're not. Yeah, you're not drawing to anything else. You're not drawing to a set of aces.
Yeah, Boss did check the flop, so maybe he did think that he was good, possibly. But
Multi-way, I think Boss is going to check an 8 high
Yeah.
flush most of the time. I think Boss is Boss leading the flush there.
I think that's an okay spot to raise. And then when the board pairs,
well,
it's a
especially with the
perfect
ace,
river for you if
Why?
you raise the turn.
The nut blocker. Caught the turn, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Some strong opinions about the play there. You could tell it was going through his head, but I'm not sure why he would just call.
Yeah, I can't believe Nick played it that way. I really think you're either going to raise the turn, or and if he flats there, then for sure you gotta
Service on 11.
Because I mean, Nick's there's
Especially
no
when
way.
the board pairs.
It's like it's like that was his intention, and then he just kind of lost heart.
Right.
The board
Yeah,
pairing,
I
the
think
board
that's
pairing
what
is what
happened.
took the wind out of him. I bet you if the board doesn't pair, he pots the river. Maybe that was
That's
where
what
he
that's what I thought he was gonna do.
he felt like that was the most that was a terrible river card.
The same thing is Boss ever checking a boat there?
that's the thing.
It's so unlikely. I don't think
Right?
Boss
No,
ever
I agree.
checks a boat.
I agree. I think in his head he was scared of something else.
He
Maybe.
just completely changed his mind. Like, I got a plan. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna show you aces enough that you were doing somehow.
It happens.
I guess maybe
Sometimes you start a plan and
If Boss
just
is-
don't follow through.
if Boss is betting 8-7,
why
then
didn't I just follow
if he's
through?
betting 8-7, then aces drew out on him when the board pairs and fives pair, I guess.
Right, yeah.
That's the only thing that. But I just don't. That's the only thing is that if Boss was leading 2 pair on the
Yeah.
turn, like top 2, then Nick got there. But that's
appears-
so
Yeah,
so
it's like
slim.
the only hand he's beating at the
Be
end.
an interesting hand. Jason has.
I
Or a bluff,
totally
or
agree. I
a
think
bluff, yeah.
Nick
flop.
has Nick not bomb that river.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Boss is capable of folding there. Dominic called Jason's bet on the flop. I don't know how much was it. I guess 200. And then Jason checks down.
I think this is our last hand here.
Oh, and then Dominic checks. Another king of hearts on the turn slows Dominic way down.
Jason makes 2 pair. Can't see what Dominic's got.
I feel like he's going to bet it.
Checks back. Or Jason, I'm sorry, yeah, Jason turned 2 pair.
Oh, check. If it check, I feel like Jason's probably good here. It looked like ace jack something, so maybe ace jack queen.
Alright, so one more hand here tonight.
All right.
All right.
I wonder if Jason can convince everybody to get it all in pre, just to try to get
Now the
unstuck. Right?
bomb, the bomb pots happen about 2 a.m.
And they do have
Yeah.
it. Yes, so I'll put in 500 and check it down. I've seen it happen.
We did that a couple of times, but for a lot less money.
And then Sean flops the nuts with pocket aces, ace deuce, flop, deuce turn. Azan peels pocket deuces
Yes,
to win the bomb pot.
that's so sick.
That's what happens.
And Mr. Matt Holtzclaw has joined the game. He'll get one hand in with us.
Yeah.
Now the game's still going on, folks. So get on down here. PLO, 08, all our other no limit hold'em games going on. I'm still got to see if I can collect on that high hand that I think I won.
Dude,
Because, yeah,
free roll.
Jared didn't show down quad queens, so go me.
What was it? What
Jake
was it?
had the high hand.
I had the high hand for Omaha, heading into
$150.
stream, yeah.
Jared
Oh, you
has
kind of like you
quad
set
queens,
somebody
but
sets
he
the
just
line.
muffed
And
it.
then,
Yeah. So I had the high hand going into the, and then I had to leave, for the stream. I don't know if anyone beat it.
Raise to 100. Hold on. Did they do a bomb pot?
They're doing bomb.
all right.
Jared,
Oh my gosh. Look at that fun for Jared.
Was it 100 for everybody?
Yeah.
Boss sevens, please.
It's not terrible. What was it?
quad 8s for Jared.
Jared makes quads. Again.
Tough life.
That's it.
So sick.
And look, they're peeling one at a time. No one's looking. Jared doesn't know that he's got quads.
Does he take the deuce of clubs up? That's the only card you can know.
Yeah, they
shit,
feel
a seven.
one at a time.
One at a time.
That's how this.
That's so sick because I really want the. Oh no, I guess.
And I love Richard.
He has the seven,
Richard's
too.
got no idea he's sitting on quads. And he's peeling small.
I would love to see somebody turn over the
Oh yeah,
kings here first.
look at Rich.
Oh, that's it, dude.
What?
Oh, the 7 and the deuce. The two perfect cards for Jared to pull over for max.
Last card that Jared pulls. Jared wins the bomb pot.
For a bomb pot, I'll double
He
check.
flipped up the seven.
That was amazing. He was already
That's great.
Yeah.
Look at Richard.
Not a bad end of the night for him.
Awesome.
with like half of the chips.
Well, I think we see what we got to work on. One, I think we got to coach up our players on where to put their cards.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Make them sign something.
Yeah.
Just have like the equivalent to like a nun there with a ruler, just slapping everybody's hand.
I like that.
Yeah.
There is a dealer here that has that little like back scratcher thing.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Scrapes the chips into, just whack, whack, whack.
For sure.
Awesome.
Get 'em.
Thank you all for joining us in the chat box.
Yeah,
Don't
thanks,
forget,
guys.
Saturday the 16th is our first Stone Survivor cash game.
Yeah.
There's still a few seats open. You have to submit your bio by Wednesday at noon.
Yeah.
It's going to be big. And then that game will be commentated by Tuckman and Veronica.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
And we'll get Lon McCarran popping in the booth a little bit there. It's gonna be
sweet.
good.
And PLO night.
And then part of our Stone
Saturday,
Survivor series
May
is
7th.
on May 7th. The fourth game of our Survivor series is PLO. So for those of you that watch the game tonight, you love PLO, you want to get in, submit your bio now. Can give you the best chance. Get some hours in as well. Maybe win a tournament. Multiply all your chances of getting in the game.
That's
So
right.
is it one person from each of these
Yeah.
goes forward?
Yeah, so they vote a player in. So I mean, first you got to get into the game. You can get into the cash game by either playing a lot of hours. First, like 4 or 5 people that play the most hours, that play like 25 hours live,
Right.
automatically get the option of getting into the game. I think they pull 2 players from the weekly tournaments that win the weekly tournaments. They're automatically given the option to be in the game. And then the last few seats are set aside by players that submit bios, and we vote on the bios to see who fills in the last seats. And then from those, then they play the cash game. You don't have to win the most in the cash game. You just got to be voted on to be the best player, the most exciting player, the
Survivor,
funnest player.
guys.
Each one.
You
From each
gotta,
and that'll we'll
wow,
take one
okay.
player
the
from
audience
each.
speaks.
Yeah, we'll play
Alright,
one
cool.
player from each of these cash games, and we're everything from 1-3 no limit hold'em to PLO, 8-16 Omaha, 4-8 limit hold'em, all these different games, and we'll pick one player from each of these Saturday cash games and put them in a single table winner take all tournament for
Which is
a
hold'em.
10 no limit hold'em tournament for a 10K WSOP main event seat.
All right.
So
like
get
Get in.
in here and play for your free $10,000.
Free $10,000 seat, which is
Right, it's
which is an easy
Main
9
event
million
seat.
after that.
Yeah.
You could be the next
how do you
Joe
not,
McKeon.
How do you
Right.
not just final table that?
Yeah, I'm not personable. I could be that guy.
Right.
Awesome. All right,
Look out for
guys.
that poker media. though.
Dream big.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Bob, Kenny, all our staff, Justin and the guys,
Thanks,
all our
everyone.
dealers. And 5:10 this Wednesday. We'll see you then. Good night.
Bye.